and it just never became a part of their kind of social circle.
I'm Rob Hart. Thanksgiving is about feasting with family and friends, but cooking the big meal does not have to be a part of that tradition. Izzy Karish, president of Hospitality Works in Chicago, says the restaurant Thanksgiving is a trend that shows no sign of slowing down.
Just enjoy time with the family, no cleanup, just a good time. This is the direction that things are going.
I'm Rob Hart.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-458-1375. That's 800-458-1375.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is
1 minute.
Leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. Understand?
Hey.
Fine. Ron, where are you calling from?
Good, how are you?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I want to know a roll. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter and see like it would just be like a...
Anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters.
Red Bulls don't do much for me.
America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
'Yo, let's get it. Due to the nature of this program, discretion does not exist. It's Reese on the Radio, right now on WTIC News Talk 1080.
$0.28 after taxes. You know the deal. We are here. We are live at Homewood Suites by Hilton in Glastonbury, Connecticut at 65 Glastonbury Boulevard. It is Reese on the Radio, brought to you by the good folks at Brown Panderas and Scott Law Firm. It's Reese on the Radio, and it is, of course, the holiday store. We got plenty of guests today. I have to say that I'm still hopeful. I am hopeful that Senator Dick Blumenthal actually does show up. If he does, look at that. And this is exactly as I thought. None of this stuff works as soon as we go live on air. Can you believe that? It happens every time, no matter what. That's okay. That's okay. We got to fly by the seat of our pants. My cords are getting caught up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's the deal. Roseanne is here. It is Friday. She is doing double duty. When was the last time you were on when you were insulting short people who drove pickup trucks? What day was that? Was that a Tuesday?
I feel that would have been Tuesday.
That was a Tuesday. I'm wondering if short people with pickup trucks have recovered, but Roseanne is back. So if you are driving a pickup truck, turn us off right now. I promise you.
like short people, and I am a short people, and I like pickup trucks because Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Anyway, sure. You're doing a great job, honey. Redeem yourself. Absolutely. Also, we have got some other guests that are here. Now, I know I told you folks yesterday there was something that I wanted to do for, I want to say, wow, since 2008. So that would put us at roughly what? 17? Yeah, 2008?
17 years.
Is it 17 years? No way.
Boy was born in 07, so.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so anyway, 17 years. This is something I want to do. So I had an idea. It was called Reese on the Radio, the musical. I have to explain to you what this ridiculous idea was.
Yes, you do.
Talk about getting completely ahead of your skis. Now, I actually used to sing in a Catholic school choir, right? Back before I started smoking, right?
Before puberty?
Before puberty. Fine. Anyway, I was in Catholic school choir, and I was an alto. That's correct. That's right.
Makes sense.
Our guests here are laughing at me that they believe that I was an alto. Why? Do I seem more like a bass? No, I was an alto. Anyway, so I was an alto, and I loved singing. I loved singing at the church. It was great, primarily because they paid. Absolutely, they did. They paid us. I don't know what that's about, but, we did get a paycheck. And when you're young and you're getting paid to sing, it's a cool thing. And I would use that money to buy things like Snicker bars and other candies and stuff like that. But anyway, that's another story. I don't need to get into it. Nonetheless, I decided that I was going to do this thing called Reese on the Radio, the musical. Here's the concept, okay? If you want to laugh at this, that's fine. I know that it was foolhardy to think of it, but here was the deal, Joey. And you, as a radio guy for over, 20, 30 years, you would be able to tell me...
20-something, yeah?
20-something years. Mm-hmm. You'll be able to tell me how ridiculous this idea was.
I want to know a cast.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Who plays Reese?
I play Reese.
Oh.
Nobody plays
No one's going to
me.
go see this.
No, no. It was on the radio, so you had to see it.
You got a face for
radio.
radio.
The whole deal was that I would take phone calls for the entire episode. But in order for you to call up and complain about something, whatever the story was, whatever the topic was, you could not call in on the show unless you sang your response.
Okay.
You had to call up and sing whatever it was you were complaining about. So you had to say things like, I think taxes are just too high. See? Come on, applaud me.
Don't feed into his ego, guys. You don't have to. It's
No.
not necessary.
Just applaud me. Don't listen to her. Her name's not on the marquee. So that was the whole idea. It was stupid. It was ridiculous. But there was one aspect to it that I wanted to do as well, is that during the commercial breaks, I wanted a choir to sing us in and out. But I had actually auditioned a whole bunch of different choirs, and I could never, ever get
the
it
right
to happen.
Sound.
So just as it was about to happen, and it was coming up on the Christmas season, something tragic happened. The radio station I worked for lost a hell of a lot of money, and they fired over 43 people. I was on the chopping block. The dream was over. And so here we are, 2025, at the holiday store, and I get a phone call. Well, I get an email first, and then I make a phone call. And then after I make the phone call to leave a message, I leave a message because my wife came up with an idea, which I didn't think I would possibly get done, because I thought maybe it was a little too soon. I hadn't even talked to the person yet, but I figured, what the heck, I'd give it a try. And folks, listen, this is the truth. Never, ever miss out on an opportunity once it's handed to you. Somebody tells you, hey, you should do this, do it. Take the leap. There's nothing wrong with getting a no. And if you ask often enough, you could get a yes. So I made a phone call, and I said, hey, what do you think about bringing your choir down to the holiday store to sing a couple of Christmas songs? It took some doing. It took some phone calls. It took some hand wringings. No checks were changed. I promise you, nobody was bribed. or influenced in a damaging way. But we made it happen, ladies and gentlemen. We made it happen. So today, as a gift to the holiday store and a gift to you from moi, Reese on the Radio, and maybe Roseanne on the Radio. It was kind of her idea. Today, we are going to be entertained a little bit by some young people from the Master's School. The Aria Choir is here so they can sing a couple of songs for you. And these kids are absolutely adorable. And aside from being bored to tears right now for being here, you can applaud yourselves. They want to hear that you're here. Otherwise, they won't think you're here. So I would turn the camera on them, but we didn't get any clearances. And I don't think any of them are old enough to sign any clearances without the parental, parental guidance?
Consent.
Parental consent, there's the word. Thank you. So we'll get into that in a little bit. We'll break down exactly what's going on. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to hear you guys sing. I can't wait to hear your talents. I promise you we won't interview you. We won't put you on the spot, but we are really, really...
Maybe that guy.
Yeah, maybe you want.
And
yeah.
maybe her. Yeah.
We're hoping to get, at least, to get everybody to sort of hear you perform. Now, if I understand correctly, and we'll also talk to the director of the Aria Choir in a bit. I'm not introducing anybody yet. Just give me a second. I promise you I will. But if I'm getting this correctly, do the kids do public performances in and around that they do? Okay, in Farmington, in Canton? Okay, Farmington Valley Shops in Canton between 3 and 5. So all of you will be performing there live. Okay, all right. So that ought to be actually pretty entertaining. Are you excited about that? You look it. You look it. You look absolutely enthusiastic about it. But that's what I always wanted to do. I wanted to do something where everyone could sort of enjoy the holiday spirit. I just noticed that nobody was doing choirs for some odd reason this time of year. I haven't had a caroler at our door. I know we're in a hotel, but have you seen any carolers here?
Well,
Anyone?
I'd like you to consider the current climate of our society.
Really?
If you walk up to somebody's door randomly, you're likely to, get a pew-pew.
It's Connecticut.
They don't have pew-pews here?
No, Connecticut, you're not going to, somebody's singing outside your door all of a sudden. That's a threatening
Listen, if somebody
thing.
comes up to my door and starts singing, I'm going to be very annoyed. I'm turning on the sprinkler system.
Really?
I don't care if it's December.
Okay, let's
Get away
make
from
sure,
my door.
folks, let's make sure that we get this right. This was the woman who really wanted to annoy the heck out of me by getting candy to give to those beggars that show up on October 31st. And that's what they are. They're beggars. All of them. Beggars. Just a bunch of heathens begging for stuff.
No, I'm kidding. I think carolers are pretty cool.
Okay.
I've been telling everybody back in Texas that living in Farmington is kind of like living in the Gilmore Girls. It's like living in Stars Hollow.
Yeah.
And I half expect to see a troubadour on one corner and a bunch of people dressed in old Civil War, timey, Revolutionary War, walking around caroling and being happy and doing, stuff like that.
Are you excited to hear the kids today?
I really am. I love a young choir. They're not kids. They are young adults.
Is there something wrong with calling them kids?
That's insulting. Look, this guy's about to go off to West Point. We've got a Juilliard hopeful here. These are young adults. These young people have it more together today than I did yesterday. Okay? They are between 13 and 17, right?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older than that. They've got it better together than I do.
Oh,
These are
honey,
young adults.
You said you're a little bit older. That's quite quaint. But I'm just saying. Anyway, I want to thank you folks for hanging out with us old people. There's going to be a lot of old folks coming by to just, wish you, good luck in your travels, and they're going to, show up and hand out gifts. You guys actually brought some gifts as well, at least some treats. Gingerbread stuff or what cookies, popcorn, and everything. Also, I want to give a shout out to, what's the bus driver's name again? John, that's right. John, the bus driver's here, who is an avid listener. Dare I say every day, John? Very avid. Okay, an avid listener of Reese on the Radio. We always appreciate folks who listen to him, listen to the program. Do they ever have the radio on, John, when the kids are on the school bus? Not allowed. Okay, we need to talk to the superintendent of schools about that. How are they going to learn things if they're not listening to Reese on the radio? It's a wealth of knowledge on this program. It's like we have to get the children ready for the future, and if not on my program, where else are they going to learn it from? The hippity hop stations? Those places aren't good. That's not the way that you refer to it? It's not hippity hop? I thought that was the name of it. I'm sorry. It was the bang bang, shoot 'em up, rapper die slow stuff. I don't know whatever it is they do on the hippity hop stations. It's what?
I love you.
Well, I'm just saying.
I
always thought it was the hippity hop. That's what I thought it was.
I love you so much.
It's not what it is. Anyway, we've got plenty of news and plenty of views to get into today because of our guest, John Lyman, who is the president of the Lyman Orchard, is going to be here today. We'll talk about his orchard and his involvement with the Salvation Army and the holiday store. As I told you before, Senator Richard Blumenthal is going to be here as well. You guys familiar with Senator Richard Blumenthal? Okay, some of you are. A little bit, few. Okay, all right, look at that. The young people know politicians. I love it. He'll be here today. Also, Eric Person. Is that his name? Eric Person, who is from the Home Builders Rehabilitation.
Remodelers.
Is it remodelers?
Remodeling.
Okay, Remodeling Association.
Get that guy's card.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think we're going to do that.
He's a good. He got plenty of guys.
Yeah, he does.
He got plenty of cards.
Yeah, I don't want.
I know what you don't want, but your wife is saying we're getting his card.
This is the reason why we're going to live in an apartment, so I don't have to deal with renovating a house. She's already. People are right now. Can you believe this? I just got a text message just now for somebody who's selling a house. They want me to buy a house in this town already. It's like
They're welcoming around here.
Well, they are pretty welcoming.
I need a house.
I know you do.
I haven't purchased a house here yet, so.
I like how she puts that. I got houses all over.
Just one in Texas. We need one here.
You know what? I don't think that first of all, I don't think it's a wise idea for us to buy a house here because it's only the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And Roseanne is thinking about a house for grandchildren.
Not like a townhouse.
Ew. No, I want like a house.
Wow,
no, too many stairs.
Down, my gosh.
Yeah. No,
Space Force just came in and shot me down.
She wants to have grandchildren, and the worst part about it is that the only grandchildren she wants is from the son who is about to go into the Citadel, who doesn't have a steady girlfriend or any hopes of being a family man, but she wants to have grandchildren already.
It's called pre-planning.
Exactly. Listen, if you don't plan, prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Listen to what I'm about to say to you, okay?
Remember
nothing against you children, okay? But
Yeah,
I don't
people.
like you. But no, there's nothing against you. I just, at a certain age, you become like, I always say, when you were kids, and you guys are young enough to remember this, because it was yesterday for you, I believe that, like little boys are great between the ages of like 2 and maybe 7 because they are human action figures. You can make them, they'll jump off stuff for you. They'll do somersaults and things. You can throw things at them. And then all of a sudden, for some odd reason, after 7, 8 years old, you guys start to stink. You have, deodorant problems. You don't wash as much. There's a whole thing about, you having a mind of your own and, thinking for yourself. Once that stuff gets into play, I've got no more use for you. At that point, I should put you in an orphanage. But, nothing against you. I think it's great that you guys are thinkers. But as far as usefulness, it's great when you can just put the kid in an outfit and take him out trick-or-treating and he looks fun, or when they're younger and you can dress them just like you. That stuff is cool. But then you grow up, in the minute that the kid says to you, especially your son, and they go, "Hey, kid, wouldn't it be great if we go out in the same outfit?" And he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, Father." You just go, "All right, that's over. All right, you're moving out."
I never trust my son and I the same.
Well, that would have been weird.
That would have been weird. Yeah.
That would have been weird. But that's the whole point I'm saying, is that once they get a certain age, like once they start.
My kid was cool until he was about 14.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, a little younger.
No, he was about 14 when he got to the point where I was
when
like.
When did you notice he stank?
13.
Probably about 16.
Mine were
16?
Mine were 13.
13, right?
Yeah. And the greatest now is picking him up from football.
Yeah.
It's like him and 3 other kids, and it's just like, just put the windows moonroof and God bless air fresheners.
Goodness
gracious. I was very big on hygiene, so shower in the morning, shower in the evening, like wash your laundry once a week, change your bed linens every other day. Like I'm very big on hygiene. So
I
he didn't
believe that
stink.
once they hit a certain age, my nephew Justin, I mean, I believe that boy should have walked around with a shower above him.
Well, we did have
just
that
every day.
The one kid that by the time she was like 9 or 10, we would take road trips, and she would just like, you could, all of a sudden it's like, what is that smell? It's like a garlic and onion burning. And you turn to the back, and she's sitting like this.
She smelled like potato chips.
No. She smelled like if you took garlic and onions, soaked it in like petrol, right? Like
what?
Like petroleum, and then set it on fire, and then contained it all in a little jar, and then just open the jar and let it loose in a small room. That's what it smelled like. It was rancid.
Okay.
Rancid.
With that, we'll go to a break. When we come back, folks, you, I promise, are in for a treat. We are going to be serenaded by the Master School's Aria Choir. I cannot wait for you to hear them, so stand by. You don't want to miss this. All of them have their books in hand. They're about to stand up, and they're going to say, I can't wait. I'm really, really excited for this. Thank you. We'll take a break. We'll be back. More news, more views, and, of course, the Aria Choir when we return right here at the Brown Panderas and Scott Holiday Store at Homewood Suites by Hilton in Glastonbury, Virginia. Glastonbury,
wow,
Connecticut. I almost
and now he has all these
I
notes
had
in
it
front of him.
All of them in front of me, and I'm still blowing it.
That's what happens when you don't read.
Yeah, we'll be back. All right. We'll be back in a sec.
Hi, Eric Hogarth, Money Wisdom. This week we're going to talk about mistakes made right before retirement and even into retirement, how to avoid them. Tune in. It's Saturday at 8:30 right here on TIC News Talk 1080.
If you're a diabetic, we have great news. You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. If you use insulin or have had hypoglycemic events, you may qualify. Call US Med now to learn more.
800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. 800-438-8173. That's 800.
Notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-894-7722. That's 800-894-7722. Again, 800-894-7722.
And now, a WTIC News Update.
2:30, Hartford temperature 34 degrees, sunny skies. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. We'll keep the sunshine, keep the temperatures also cold. Only in the low to mid-30s today. Bob Cox is in with the forecast details coming up. Fire in Durham has closed a section of road in town. Crews have been working after a house caught fire this morning on Route 147. There's no word of any injuries. The area of 147 at Route 17 is currently closed. Hartford police on the lookout for 3 suspects following a Thursday night home invasion. Crews made off with phones and a wallet after tying the person up at a home on Putnam Heights. Teenager was shot in the capital city Thursday night and is now recovering. Officers were called to check out a shot spotter on Heartland Ave. The 17-year-old has non-life-threatening injuries. The White House is accusing Democrats of releasing photos of Jeffrey Epstein's estate and cherry-picking those photos to create a false narrative about President Trump. Republicans say nothing in the documents the House Oversight Committee has received shows any wrongdoing on Trump's part. House Democrats released photos including some of the presidents, along with former President Bill Clinton and the former Prince Andrew. 19 photos among 95,000 they received from the estate of Epstein, who died in a New York jail cell in 2019. Justice Department has asked an appeals court to block a contempt investigation of the administration for failing to turn around planes carrying Venezuelan immigrants to El Salvador back in March. Filing today, the department also sought the judge's removal from that case. WTIC News Time is 2:32. Here's Bob at the forecast.
It remains dry and cold out there this afternoon with a mostly sunny sky. Temperatures about 30 to 35 with some 20s over the higher elevations. But with the breeze factored in, it'll feel like it's in the 20s in most places. West wind at about 10 to 15, gusting to 25 or 30. Those winds will diminish tonight. Skies becoming partly cloudy, lows in the teens to low 20s. Saturday will be partly sunny, dry during the daytime. Highs about 35 to 40 tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, looks like some light snow will start to develop, especially late tomorrow night. Lows in the low to mid-20s. That snow tapers off early Sunday during the morning. And we could see an inch or two of accumulation. Then we'll see some sun up here and mix in with the clouds Sunday. It's breezy and cold with high only around 30 or so. Mostly sunny and cold Monday. Highs mid to upper 20s. I'm meteorologist Bob Cox in the WTIC Weather Center.
Markets have been in retreat this afternoon. The Dow's down 219 points, the NASDAQ down 365, and the S&P is off 72. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Attention Southern New England HVAC and mechanical contractors. Eagle Rivet is your trusted roofing partner for professional roof penetrations and flashing. We ensure your customers' roofs remain watertight during installations, protecting their warranties. We also offer complimentary roof inspections to identify potential issues before any HVAC work begins. Call Eagle Rivet today at 860-953-1231 or visit us online at eaglerivet.com. That's EAGLERIVET.com. Eagle Rivet is proud to support Rebuilding Together Hartford.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends, near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Got heat? No? Say, come on into Campbell. If it's cold outside and inside, contact Campbell. Campbell Heating and Cooling does business the American way with their own technicians, so you know that you can trust who's coming into your home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From simple service to a complete system replacement, count on Campbell, veteran-owned and operated. Campbell Heating and Cooling. Visit CampbellCooling.com.
Campbell Cooling uses all major name brands, including American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Mitsubishi Heating and Cooling Equipment.
Be a guest at your own holiday party. Let Highland Park Market do the work. From vegetable platters, cold cut platters, and gourmet party platters to a full catered event. Nobody does it better than Highland Park Market. Only in Manchester, Glastonbury, Farmington, and at HighlandParkMarket.com.
You've been here before, standing in front of the mirror, tired of wondering where your weight loss journey went wrong. I'm Paige Lopez. I know the feeling, and that's why I started Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Our medication-free program helps you lose weight without expensive injections. No tiny portions, no constant hunger, just real, sustainable weight loss. Look and feel your best with personalized coaching and lifetime support. To kickstart your transformation, visit awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1.
About 2 minutes.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
At Audion Hearing.
1 minute.
To make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday.
Thank you.
Hey, let Roseanne know she can't say piss.
Rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Sniffles and sneezes got you down? GoodRx is here to help with big savings on commonly prescribed cold and flu meds. GoodRx is free and easy to use. GoodRx
Tom O'Hanlon.
is all major pharmacies like CVS, Walmart, and Walgreens. Just search your prescription, find a coupon, then show your pharmacist. GoodRx is not insurance, but it works whether you have insurance or not. If you do, GoodRx may beat your copay price. Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com to save today.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
All right, we're back. It's Reese on the radio, and as promised, stand by to be amazed. Performing Vinnie Emmanuel, the Master Schools Aria Choir. I cannot lie. I am very, very impressed. Everybody, please have a seat. Just sit down. That was something. I knew it was going to be fantastic, to be honest with you.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
You guys looked absolutely a little too confident for me, to be honest. That was absolutely fantastic, and that high note, I'm not going to lie, kind of crushed me a little bit. So not bad on you, but I love that. Gentlemen, absolutely great, keeping the tone. I love that. And you sopranos, I'm jealous because I could never get my voice to go that high. I have to be 12 years old in order to sing that high. Usually it's out of pain. So I want to tell you that was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very, very much for that. Salvation Army is actually here. Some of the folks are present. So I'm, as a gift to them, we wanted to do something a little more spirited in the sense of celebrating Christmas with, I guess, with the choir. And I thank you guys for coming out here and doing that. How do you feel so far? You did the one song. Everybody okay? All right. You excited to go again? Good, because I'm excited for you to go again. We'll get into that. I want to say thank you to Bully Breed Training, LLC. They came by today to drop off a $250 check. You can join in, folks. We don't have any live acoustics, so you guys are going to have to applaud for us. They came by and dropped off a check. Also, you want to mention...
Dean.
No, they don't. Okay, nope. They don't want to. They don't want to. They want to do it anonymously.
Anonymous donors.
Sarah, if I can, let me give you that. If you could give her that check.
Oh, it's a cute sweater.
Oh,
sparkly.
You just notice everything. So to break down what I was talking about earlier, like why I wanted to do the musical thing, is that all the morning shows always have a choir that comes in and sings. And in my head, I'm just going, you know what? No one ever really does that for radio, and they don't come in and do it live. They may play some music and stuff like that, like Rush will usually play Mannheim Steamroller and stuff like that. That's all great, but I just wanted to get a live choir so that people can hear, something. You know how I am about live music.
I was just going to say, that is our thing. We don't care what genre of music. We just really enjoy live music, and I love seeing young people with a promising future. My gosh, that was amazing. You guys really just took me all the way back to a bygone past. And
Roseanne is quite the singer herself. Yes, she is. You can hear her sometimes in the Target or at Marshall's.
You catch me in the shower. It's really
she sings anywhere that we are. Sometimes I get because she doesn't sing like most people do. Under their breath. No, this one is going like all the way up to the top while we're walking through a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby.
When the acoustics are perfect and you get the little bit of resonation coming back at you, you got to hit those high notes and like really give it that vibrato.
And Christmas is perfect for her because she knows any and every Christmas song. But can I let you gentlemen know what you never say to your significant other if she does sing? Can I tell you the story? So one day my wife asked me, I wanted to be a singer when I was younger.
Oh.
See the look on her face? Yeah, do you know it's about to get bad? She says to me, I wanted to be a singer when I was young. And I said, sure, really? You did? She goes, do you think that I would have made it as a singer? And I said the words that no man should say to his significant others. Ever should say.
Not even if it's true.
Yes. I said, you'd make a fantastic backup singer. Look at the looks on their faces.
Look, the guys are like, you idiots. Even they know.
I was being... Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on.
Married him.
In my defense, even though I'm an idiot, it was really an honest and I thought a great compliment to say that I thought you were...
Yeah, I could be a pip.
No, that's not what I said. I was saying that there were plenty... There were plenty of background singers who went on to have stellar careers. So I was saying
Name one.
Huh?
Name one.
Martha. And Martha of the Vandellas used to be a Supreme. Am I right?
Aren't I right? Who is Martha and the Vandellas?
See, look at that. Even the young person knows that.
We don't know who she is. She just walked up
She
out
knows
of nowhere.
who Martha is from Martha and the Vandellas because she used to be one of the Supremes with Diana Ross and the Supremes. There's always one person who's in the background.
But nobody's walking around going, hey, I remember Martha.
Martha.
No.
Not Martha. Martha.
I said Martha. I'm a little congested. Nobody remembers Martha. They
do.
Who remembers Diana Ross? Or the name Diana Ross.
Okay. See,
Who knows Martha?
See, a couple of people may know it, but if I played the song, you would know who I was talking about. But nonetheless, there are some background singers. People forget this, okay? Phil Collins. You guys know who Phil Collins is, right? Okay, Phil Collins used to be the drummer for Genesis before he became the lead singer
Really?
of Genesis. That's right.
Didn't
He
know
wasn't
that.
even a front guy until Peter Gabriel left. Now Phil Collins is around. You think anybody knows what's the other guy's name?
Peter
Gabriel. Do you think anybody knows him? No, not unless you play Sledgehammer. Nobody knows who that guy is. Or maybe the song from Say Anything. You guys wouldn't know that movie. Anyway, that's the movie where John Cusack holds up the radio.
They
outside
don't even
the
know who
girls.
John Cusack
You know
is.
that one? See? I knew it. I knew somebody
You
would
can
know.
talk. We're not. You don't have to
You
be
know that
mute.
one. Okay, so that song that's being
So
played.
far, out of all of these young folks, we have 2 people who have understood a reference that you've made.
I'll tell you why. Because they have fantastic parents. That is absolutely why. The reason why they knew both of those references, Martha and the Vandellas, and look at it, see? Absolute excellent parenting. And you go home and you tell your parents that they are great people too. I can't speak for the rest of you yet. We're working on it. We'll get there. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys. This is fantastic. Okay. Okay, so there are some who have a varsity basketball game. Okay, yeah, raise your hands if you're the varsity basketball team. Okay, which one of you is closer to John Stockton?
Who?
John Stockton. None of you. Which one of you even knows who John Stockton is? Okay, you do. You're a basketball aficionado? Okay, good. Who would you say that your game is closer to?
His
Like,
own.
you say Steph Curry? No? No. Not a three-point shooter. Okay, are you an assist guy? Are you a passer?
A coach, a Kerr.
Say again? Still learn. Okay, so you're very, very new. And you? Okay, he plays
Left bench.
That is just. That is.
Hey,
hold on.
somebody has to do it.
That may be worse than saying someone's a background singer. Okay? Left bench. These kids are razzing each other. I hope they're friends. Okay, they look like they're friends. Okay, you, the razzer, what's your position then?
Right
you right bench?
He's middle bench.
Huh? You're a shooting guard. Okay, who would you compare your game to? Really, it's going to take a while.
Steve
Do
Kerr,
we have to go back
Tony
to
Kukoc?
Hoosiers? What's that? That's a good movie. Okay, maybe another good kid. He remembers an old 80s movie. All right, not bad. Do you
I've
watch a
never
lot
seen
of
it.
basketball movies? Okay, a lot of. Okay, see, I grew up because I always wanted to be in radio since I was 15 years old. When I was roughly about your age, this was what I wanted to do when I was a kid, and I didn't get into it until I was 15. I mean, sorry, until I was 30. So it took me 15 years to ever get into the business. So when I hear kids are interested in something, it doesn't matter what it is, from basketball to being in politics. The fact that you guys are interested in when you're young. Is absolutely, for me, I think it's hope for the future. So whatever it is that you want to pursue it till literally till your heart falls out. Because trust me, it takes some time. But if you really, really believe in yourself and you believe in what you want, you will get there. I promise you. This was absolutely not in the cards for me as a 15-year-old kid. And you know what? When we come back, I'll talk a little bit about that because it has everything to do with what the folks here at Salvation Army do. They probably, if I had known about them, would have been one of the organizations that would have helped me. But I'll explain that to you because when I was around your age, I was a 15-year-old homeless kid living out in the streets. So, and I wanted to do radio all my life. And when I got kicked out of the streets, I never thought that this dream would come true. And I believe that I'm a testament to that. So I want to take an opportunity to share that story with you while you're sharing your gifts with everybody else. To sort of, one, inspire everyone out there who's listening to hear you young people doing something absolutely amazing, and also share your gifts with the folks over at the Salvation Army and those who wish to give. Don't forget, in fact, get online right now. Go to your cell phones. Text WTIC to 31333. Again, WTIC. Text that to 31333. We'll be back. More news, more views, and we will have more of the Aria Choir from the Master School when we return. It's Reese on the Radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Have bad teeth that need to be replaced? Don't like removable dentures? Worry no more. Come on down to Columbia Implant Center in Manchester any day of the week and ask for the all-on-4 procedure. Call us at 860-643-1898.
What if your retirement paycheck never stopped, no matter what the market does? Russ Hackman is president of Hackman Wealth Partners and can talk to you about your forever plan.
You need to have a plan that has certainty of not running out of money in a rising inflationary environment. And if you don't have a forever plan, then you don't really have a plan. Your advisor may be saying, you're fine, but under their breath, it's like, well, until you're age 92. Or unless we have a 2008 again, right? You need income and cash flow guaranteed for life. There's multiple ways of doing that. We present to you your own forever plan.
Call for a no-cost, no-obligation comprehensive review, 860-321-6800, 860-321-6800, 860-321-6800. Investment advisory services offered through Brooks.
Nah, they sound horrible.
Registered investment advisor. Discussion of safe and secure products and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products.
Nah, it was clean and clear.
In the pursuit of flavor. The holidays were tricky for the Colonel. He loved people, but he also loved peace and quiet. So he cooked up KFC's $4.99 chicken pot pie. Warm, flaky, with savory sauce and vegetables. It's a tender, chicken-filled excuse to get some time to yourself and step away from decking the halls, whatever that means. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. KFC's Chicken Pot Pie, the best $4.99 you'll spend this season.
Prices and participation may vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
See website for the
1 minute.
lender and does not make credit decisions. Hey, bills happen! So when you need extra cash fast, go to billshappen.com. Have you been turned down? Are your credit cards maxed out? Do you have bad credit? Go to billshappen.com. You could find a lender and get up to $5,000 cash as early as tomorrow. Billshappen.com is safe, secure, and all online. Just remember, when you need cash, go to billshappen.com. Billshappen.com for the cash you need now. Billshappen.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife, and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes.
In 10?
A blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/life.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, one more time from the Master School, the Aria Choir.
O great mystery and wonderful sacrament, that animals should see the newborn Lord lying in a manger. O great mystery. Amen.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to break my arm patting myself on the back. This was brilliant. This was a brilliant idea. Everybody take a seat. Can we give a round of applause to the Aria Choir from the Master School? Folks, I'd like to read a couple of comments that just came through. One comes from Jerry, who's sitting in the back. Thank you for letting me know, Jerry. Apparently, Martha Reeves was never a Supreme, so I got that wrong, so I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I owe you an apology. She's not the background singer I was looking for. Whatever. I can take getting it wrong.
Not the background singer.
Yes, not the background singer I was looking for. Also, another comment, let me get to this one, was, God, goodness gracious, I went to the wrong place here. There was several comments here. This came from Elaine. She says, this choir has brought me to tears. How beautiful. That's exactly what I was expecting. Please do not cry and drive during today's performance. It is not good for you. I try to explain that to folks.
Reese on the Radio cannot be held accountable.
Yeah, Reese on the Radio cannot be held responsible for you crying and driving on the radio. Thank you, folks. I'm kidding you. I kid you not. Thank you so much. This has been a joy for me because I really wanted to have this moment come to life on the program. We've only got a couple of minutes before we get to the top of the hour, and then we'll have you guys sing one more before you guys have to get to your basketball game. That's not nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice.
Hey, it's a good starting position.
Sure it is. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, again, as a kid, the Salvation Army was never available to me because I didn't know they were there, and they've been around for over 100 years. And what I wanted to do was share with them your gifts because they've got so many things that they're willing to offer to so many people. If you're ever interested in giving or giving back, please seek them out. I think that folks like you young people who are doing this, just upon asking, and thank you very much for volunteering to do that. If you ever want to volunteer, please seek them out. They're a great organization. As the same for you in the audience, I'm thinking about this on a personal level because I think that I need to find a way to join the Salvation Army on a regular basis, or at least we'll make it one of my main charities.
I think it's something we both kind of want to do. Like I mentioned to you when we went the other day, something I'd like to try to organize with the community.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll talk more about that amongst ourselves and come to a consensus about it. But once I became aware of everything that the Salvation Army does, it really makes me think back and reflect on all the difficulties that I had throughout my own life. Living in a domestic violence shelter, with my own children, homelessness of my own, all of these things, and not having access to resources, not knowing what they were. So
We got to go to the top of the hour. I'm sorry. Let's go to some news. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize, but we got a hard break to go to.
Singer.
Let's get to John Silva. He's in the WTIC News Center. We'll be right back.
WTIC is celebrating 100 years on the air and 100 years of serving Connecticut. This is WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford, an Odyssey station.
3 o'clock, Hartford temperature 34 degrees. Good afternoon, I'm John Silva. WTIC 1080 News will keep sunshine for what's left of the afternoon. Afternoon highs reaching into the low and mid-30s. All the forecast details coming up. In a Michigan courtroom this afternoon.
Mr. Moore, could you state your name, please?
Fired Michigan football coach Sharon Moore was arraigned on felony home invasion and stalking charges. He's to be free on $25,000 bond with conditions.
We understood on the no contact and no vote to, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Moore was canned this week for having an inappropriate relationship with an underling. He was arrested at the home of his alleged mistress, threatening suicide shortly thereafter. The White House is reacting to photos released today by the estate of Jeffrey Epstein.
The 19 photos released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee are a small selection of the more than 95,000 in the case. They include photos of President Trump, former President Clinton, and former Prince Andrew. Republicans say none of the photos show any wrongdoing, while the White House accuses Democrats of, quote, selectively releasing cherry-picked photos and trying to create a false narrative. The statement also calls the Epstein case, quote, the Democrat hoax. These photos are separate from a deadline of next week compelling the Justice Department to release the Epstein files. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Hartford police are on the lookout after 3 masked suspects in an armed home invasion Thursday night on Putnam Heights. The suspects got in through an unlocked window, say police. They then tied up the victim with duct tape, stole 3 phones and a wallet. They were then seen on video surveillance making their getaway in a vehicle parked nearby. Natasha Morris lives in the area with her children, tells WFSB she's concerned.
Definitely lock all windows, doors, and I'm about to get security soon.
Anyone with any information is being asked to get in touch with Hartford police. Teenagers recovering after he was shot Thursday in the capital city. Police called to check out a shot spotter on Heartland Avenue. They found the 17-year-old conscious and alert, suffering from a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital. Injuries are believed to be non-life-threatening. Sunday will mark 13 years since the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School. Matt Holden of Newtown Action Alliance says residents continue to support each other.
We all came together very well, and I'd say it really created an environment where we healed together, and like the town itself has just always been a very loving and kind place, ever since I've known it. But yeah, I feel, a lot of the families, who were affected struggled to stay in town, but I think now we've managed to move on well and recover and keep the Newtown spirit.
Holden survived the attack. He is now a sophomore in college. He says the Alliance remains steadfast in pursuing gun control measures. Flags around the state will be at half-staff Sunday. An interfaith service will be held at Newtown Congregational Church at 7 p.m. on Sunday. What a mess in parts of Washington state where rain has unleashed flooding in some areas.
In areas that are not flooded, you would have no idea there's anything going on. There's not rain, it's business as usual. Restaurants are open, stores are open, people are going to work. This is very localized flooding. That's in areas like Burlington and Mount Vernon. Now, but when you go to a town like Hamilton that was completely inundated with water, those homes, almost all of them, were completely flooded with several feet of water. So there's no one around there.
CBS's Carter Evans reporting. WTIC News time is 3:04. Checking traffic. The buildups on a Friday are beginning in the West Hartford area on eastbound 84 between exits 44 and 51. Over on the westbound side, the backups begin in East Hartford and extend out into Hartford from 56 to 45. We have building traffic along Windsor 91 South into the city between exits 35A and 32. Still that closure in Durham. Route 147 closed at Route 17 due to an earlier fire. And some late running work in Wethersfield on 91 North between exits 25 and 27. That's in the left lane till about 3:30. Here's the WTIC Weather Center forecast.
We will continue to see the clouds multiply overnight with a low temperature down to 21. It'll be mostly cloudy on Saturday with a high temperature of 36. Saturday night, snow, and yes, that snow will accumulate 1 to 3 inches by the time it wraps up Sunday morning, so expect slippery travel Saturday night into Sunday morning. The low temperature 24 by the time you wake up on Sunday morning, but the high temperature Sunday afternoon only 27. And after the snow ends, it will be mostly cloudy. It'll be a little bit breezy Sunday night and Monday morning. Otherwise, partly sunny, very cold Monday afternoon with a high temperature only of 25. Partly sunny on Tuesday. We warming up a few degrees up to the freezing mark, 32 degrees on Tuesday afternoon. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
Dow Jones down 211 points, NASDAQ's down 365, and the S&P is off 70 points. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Men, it's the holidays, the season of all kinds of hustle and bustle. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping well, if your sex drive is MIA, and you just don't feel like the guy you once were, maybe it's tough to get excited for all the holiday cheer. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health, and if this sounds like you may have low testosterone. And if so, this is the season for you to get treated. At Northeast Men's Health, we're experts in treating low T. If you're like most guys, you'll feel the change in just a few weeks, and truly, the results can be life-changing. You'll have improved mental clarity, your energy will kick up, your workouts will be better, your sleep patterns will improve, and your sex drive will likely heat up as well. So call us and don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-930-5956 or go to northeastmenshealth.com. That's northeastmenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the Northeast to serve you. Northeast Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Wesley Financial.
One minute.
I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800.
Here we go.
For 9090.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
All right, we're back. It's Reese on the Radio, News Talk 1080 WTIC. We are at the Holiday Store. We are in Glastonbury at the Homewood Suites by Hilton. Gracing us with their presence is none other than the Master Schools, the Aria Chorus. They are directed by Michelle Davis, who is the Director of Fine Arts. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you coming by here. Give yourselves a round of applause. They are going to share with us one more song, and of course it wouldn't be right if they didn't perform this song for the Holiday Store and the Salvation Army. But today, folks, it is not just the Aria Choir singing backup. For the first time ever is my wife, Roseanne, on the radio. Give it up, give it up. Yeah. Take it away, Aria Choir and Roseanne. Congratulations. Come on, give it up for Roseanne. Backing them up. Keeping them on time. Sweetheart, it would have been nothing without you. I'm telling you right now. No problem. Aria Choir, thank you so much for gracing us. We really, really do appreciate this. This is fantastic that you came out to do this, folks. Good luck in every one of your endeavors. Please, Michelle, we're going to talk back and forth. am I coming to this school, I presume, to do something real quick? Okay. So Michelle wants me to come to this school to actually, I'm sorry? To do a chapel. Okay, at the master's school. We'll work that out. I promise I'll get to you. Have my cell phone number. We'll work it out. Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Good luck on the game. And everybody else, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had a great time. You made my day. I really, really do. I hope it was just as fun for you as it was for me. I hope I wasn't too corny. That's kind of my thing. It's my MO. Old folks like my jokes. You guys may not be too tuned. But that's nonetheless, I still appreciate you coming out and doing this. Okay? She doesn't get my jokes either, nor my music. So thank you, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your school year. Graduate or get promoted. But whatever you do, do not become a blight on society, because someone will associate you with this program. Somebody will say, yeah, you remember that kid that was quiet? Darn thug? Yeah. Just don't do it, because, you know, I've got a reputation to protect, and so should you. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a great, great Christmas. I hope you get everything that you asked for. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, I won't keep you. Get out of here. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
By the way, I want to thank a few folks who do not want to give. I want to thank Gary for his donation. Some other donations came in for some folks who do not want to be named. I appreciate nonetheless. These are great and big donations, even cash donations as well. Don't forget, you can go online and donate right now from your phone. You can text WTIC to 31333. Text WTIC to 31333. Okay, Roseanne, you got the opportunity of a lifetime to sing with a live choir on television. Tell everybody how excited you are about making your husband making you do it.
Well, it's not my first, so there's that.
Okay.
But it was a little intimidating, excuse me, because I don't know the music. I don't know the choir is like a team. You have to practice together, get to know your place, where you come in, where you go out, how the person, it's a whole symbiotic being of itself. And so just throwing me in there, that was a little.
Was that mean?
Yeah, it was mean.
It was like throwing you off the deep end.
Yeah.
You know, throw you into the deep end of the pool. Everybody thinks you did fantastic.
That's because I blended in. I mean, you couldn't even hear me. I didn't even actually sing. I just moved my mouth.
Could you hear Roseanne? I could hear her, right? I heard you. I could literally. It's like, you know, like the mother who can hear her baby in the back wailing. That was me.
You recognize my cries? I recognize that screech. That's my wife. She's back there doing that backup thing.
I think.
Look at her stepping those steps.
I think that was fantastic. I think that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you got to do it, and they were excited to have you.
That's because they don't know any better.
I think that they had a blast. I think that they did. Major, what did you think of the choir? Was that great?
Yeah, they were awesome.
I figured, you know, I wanted to do something. Absolutely. And again, it was just, it's weird because Joey, get on the mic, Joey, because this is amazing what you were able to do. This was just one little mic that you put up there.
So it was that one, but then all of ours I kind of brought down a little bit.
Okay.
Just so it didn't, like, otherwise you get too much.
See,
we're not broadcasting in 5.1 surround sound.
Well, you actually, that's crazy that you had to do that, like, instantaneous. You had to.
It's not my first rodeo.
Have you had to do that before?
There's a good chance you probably won't.
Okay.
You or Brian, when we're in Avon, there's a whole choir that comes down in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
they usually do Avon Chamber Day, and then they come down. But timing's a little tricky sometimes.
It sucks, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember you were saying that last week. You were saying that they couldn't get the timing right because
that's the tricky part.
When they were done doing their thing, they were off the air.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
So this is the highlight so far of the year.
Really?
Musically, yes.
Okay, beautiful. Look, I'm just trying to
Reese
do my
on the
part.
Radio, setting standards.
I'm just trying to do my part. I thought about doing something, you know, interesting and, you know, I want to say clever, but I wanted to do something that I thought that the audience would enjoy. And it looks like, because actually it's resonating. So many people are saying that they love the choir. They were having a good time listening to the kids sing. And who doesn't like a choir?
Yeah?
Who does it? I don't know anybody who's ever said, that choir, they suck.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody's ever said, oh, a choir? Who brought them? Like, they never...
That person needs to reevaluate their ideas of
Just not at a wedding, right? Just not at a wedding.
Yeah, well, yeah, you probably don't want to do that. But, I've never heard anyone said, who brought the choir? Like, who's doing that? I never hear that. So I thought that that's something that people would enjoy.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Really? Did you enjoy that?
The singing, no. Not the part where I had to do it, but I enjoyed them tremendously.
I would have sung with them, but, forget about it.
You don't have a voice.
Exactly. Imagine the reputation they'd have had afterwards.
You have a voice for talk. Remember, I think I've told you this before. Some people are singers and some people are hummers.
Mm-hmm.
You are a hummer.
I'm a hummer?
You are a hummer. You are a...
I'm a shut the heck up type, I guess.
You don't even sing like
nah.
Not even alone?
Nah.
Do you rap alone?
No.
You do rap alone.
No.
You don't even rap
joy?
alone?
Have you no joy in your heart that must come forth as song?
No.
I don't have any heart.
Nah. I have tried to do the singing thing, like just, quietly. Like I will sing when no one else is around. Like if someone walks into the room and I'm singing, I will stop.
Yeah. No, you really do actually have a really nice singing voice.
Yeah, I'll sing in my head and I tell myself to shut up.
Really?
What was the name of the second song?
What's that?
What was the name of the second song?
Oh, the name of the second song. I didn't get the second song. I forgot to ask.
We'll have to get that from them.
Yeah, I'll text Michelle to find out what the name.
Vinny?
Vinny Vinny.
Yeah, it was Vinny Emmanuel. I will get the second song.
The second
Have to listen on the rewind.
Yeah, I'll have
go
to
to the
listen
Odyssey app. You can re-listen to it. AUDACY self-promotion plug.
You know what? What I'll do is, and I have Michelle's number. I'll send her a text, and I'll make sure you have the song before the end of the day. But yeah, that was like I said, that was something I wanted to do for a long time, just to get a choir out to sing. I was going to do one of those, like those, what do you call it, tabernacles. The ones that come out and do like the
little quartet.
No. The tabernacle choirs are the ones that come in with the robes and whatnot, and they do the clapping. It's a little more soulful, but I was going to do it like what is the look on your face?
I didn't say anything.
That's next year.
I have literally said nothing. I'm trying to figure out where they would have all fit.
Yeah, that probably would have been difficult.
They're like 70.
Just invite the Mississippi Mass Choir.
The Mississippi Mass Choir? You have to bring them all the way up here?
That's a heck of a plane ticket.
Yeah, exactly. That show up here. Now, I will admit, I heard like Kanye West, his choir. Now, again, I'm not talking about Kanye West. Remember, he was doing this whole religious retreat thing, and they had the choir. I'm not going to lie. I heard those kids on a plane, and, I'm not going to lie. What? I heard them on a plane. I wasn't on the plane.
He had the best put-together choir of all time.
He had it. One of the best put-together choirs I've ever heard.
I was just thinking about the fire truck.
Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, that's not even relative to the story.
Kids on a plane. Come on.
Anyway, all I can say to you, what Roseanne is laughing about, is look up Bobcat Goldthwait on a plane. That's all I can tell you.
We're going to have to reevaluate this Reese movie, though. I'm still curious about the cast.
It wasn't, Reese the musical.
The musical,
right.
yes.
Reese the musical. It was as simple as this. And again, it was ridiculous.
I think Sam Jackson plays Reese.
No.
Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones plays me.
Mr. Bean is me.
The musical.
Roland, who do you want playing you?
You know who could play Roland?
James Earl Jones?
No. The guy who he was on Community and now he's a rapper.
Oh goodness gosh. Are you talking about Glover?
Yeah.
Is it Donald Glover?
Donald Glover?
Donald Glover. Yeah, I think that's right.
No.
I think even though he's not. Yeah, Roland is a lot taller than Donald Glover, but what does that matter?
I think he could really do some things with the Roland character.
But remember, it's a musical, so the objective is to turn everything into song, no matter what you're talking about. Everything has to be a song, like the Rent. Yeah, like an actual musical.
Okay, I'm trying to.
So it had to be Wayne Brady then.
Yeah, Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
That would be perfect.
That makes
Wayne
sense.
Brady.
That makes more sense.
Right up that, and he could improvise and everything. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wayne Brady plays who? Roland or me?
Roland.
Plays Roland,
Yeah.
and I get Sam Jackson. He doesn't have a musical bone in his body.
No, but he says that word all the time. That.
That is the word that I like.
Yeah, it's your word. That's your off-TV word.
That is my off-TV word. I do love that word. Anyway, thank you, folks, for indulging me in the aria choir. Sorry. They were great. I really, really had a great time with them. And kids, if you're listening, thank you so much, Michelle Davis, Director of Fine Arts at the Master's School, for making that happen in just talk about short notice. It took a matter of days before, I initially asked her to where she asked the kids and then turned around and then showed up. Amazing work to get them come out and do it. They were so excited to. So I'm happy about that. They
were so nervous at first.
They were a little nervous.
Now?
And that's why you have to be sort of like the warm up in the beginning to let them know to relax. But they were fine. And the boys seemed to have fun.
Boys are different.
Boys
we are very
self-conscious.
Girls
are, exactly.
Until we're about 40, and then it's like, forget it.
What was the young lady's name that was the diva, who was the high soprano? What was her name? The young lady.
Mia.
What's her name? Mia?
Boy. She had me in tears, though.
That voice is through the roof. And she doesn't look like she had, you didn't expect that voice to come out.
No.
And it's like, it comes through and it's piercing almost.
It's perfect pitch.
Yeah, it's
the choir director says she has perfect pitch.
Yeah, that is.
Nobody cares me and nobody likes to show off. No, no, but she, wow.
Yeah.
Phenomenal talent.
Coming up, we've got John Lyman, who is the president of the Lyman Orchard. He'll be here to talk about their relationship with the Salvation Army and the Holiday Store. We'll talk to him about that and so much more. Also, coming up in the 4 o'clock hour, the late 4 o'clock hour, we are supposed to have Senator Richard Blumenthal show up, and we'll talk to him. Yeah, right here. We're supposed to have him here. We haven't heard any word that he's not yet, right? No cancellation, so stand by for that. And also, Eric Person from the Home Builders and Remodeling Association.
Remodelers Association.
Remodelers Association. I'm gonna look. You know what it is? I'm just gonna write it down. That's what.
There's a concept.
Remodelers Association.
You type like you read.
Yeah, I do exactly. I just want to make sure that I get it right. Okay, remodelers. Yeah, Home Builders Remodelers Association. Right? Okay, I got it right. Yeah. So Eric Person will be here as well. We'll talk to him about, and they have a relationship with the Salvation Army as well. That we'll talk about as well. Roseanne?
Yes.
What are we doing for Christmas this year?
I think we got an invite, and
we did.
I told you we're going to follow through with that one.
So we're going.
Absolutely. I'm
That's
already.
it. We don't have any other plans.
What else are we going to do?
I mean, I think we should
You're
visit
married,
plenty
Reese.
of
Just
people.
realize you don't make plans, you follow plans.
Is that what I do?
Listen,
yes, that is our role.
This is my ideal Christmas. We wake up, we go visit the family that has invited us over. We bring our gifts to them. We hang out for a while. We'll probably play some board. I love them. I really do. I think they're the whole family. Phenomenal family. We're going to go hang out with them. And then at the appropriate time, before we've worn out our welcome, we will go back home and we will climb back into bed and finish watching some ridiculous TV until we fall asleep.
That sounds like a plan.
That sounds like New Year's, too.
That does sound, that does sound like. Why don't we? That sounds like New Year's, too. You know what? WTIC is not doing any New Year's gala, like an event? Nothing?
We got our Christmas music that kicks off at noon on Christmas Eve, right after the Holiday Store.
Right.
36 hours of continual Christmas music.
Wow.
Yep. And
so wait a minute, 36 hours, that means Christmas Eve, all Christmas music.
All Christmas Day.
No broadcasting.
Nope.
Then we have Christmas.
Yep.
Christmas Day, and then we're back on the air on Friday?
Correct. We'll resume normal programming basically Thursday night into Friday morning.
Thursday night into Friday morning. Okay.
Oh, look, they're making you take a day off.
Again.
I know.
Yep.
I'm not, and I know it's a paid holiday, but it means nothing.
I know,
because
to you it's like, yeah, what else am I going to do? I got a day off. What am I going to do with the whole day off? And I'm sitting here looking at you like, hello? Have you not met me?
Do some shopping?
Well, not only that, like, just sit and look at me and tell me how pretty I am.
Okay.
That's like your whole life now.
Can I get paid for that?
You do get paid for it. You do.
Paid in love.
Look at this tummy. This tummy says you are very well paid.
Yes, I know.
For telling me how pretty I am.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Anyway, that being said, in a minute, like I said, in a half an hour, we're going to have John Lyman, president of Lyman Orchard, coming into the show. We've got so much more on tap on today's program. Roseanne is here. We'll talk to her for a little bit until
They kick me off the show.
Yeah, until you're done embarrassing me and making fun
This
of
is
me.
a very long
day.
well, day, sure. Just for the day.
You know what we could do, though, before we take a break, Roseanne? You can grab that bell.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
We can do a nice, let's get some texting. We're just over $3,000 right now in texting. Let's try for 4,000. Let's get $1,000
There you go.
in today.
Let's get $1,000 on text to give. Go to 31333 and text WTIC.
That's right. And the more every $150 we raise, Joey loses an article of clothing.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Again, text WTIC to 31333. We are over $3,000. I'm actually happy to report that. I was wondering what was going to happen, and you folks did it. We are above that. Let's get some more folks in there at texting WTIC to 31333. We're also going to go in and check your comments inside the chat room. Mama Bear from Mansfield said that the choir was beautiful. She says, thank you, choir. I can't tell you how good it is to hear Christ in Christmas returning to radio. That's, you're absolutely right, Mama Bear. That was fun. Let me see. Jussie Smollett can play Roland in my musical. He
Hell
can.
no.
Wow.
Juicy. What do you call him?
Juicy Smollett. That's exactly what Michael
Ain't
B.
no
wrote.
way.
He said.
Roland is renegotiating this contract as we speak.
Never heard Roland speak up so quick in my life.
How was that? Roland said Roland could also be played by Chris Rock. I don't know if that one's a good one either. That's you can throw that one away.
How about Will
Absolutely.
Smith?
Maybe Will Smith. Oh, I just realized we got to take a break. Let's get up out of here. We'll be back. More news, more views. Our guests are coming up soon. It's Reese on the Radio, Roseanne on the Radio, on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Hi, this is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner from Money Wisdom. Want to learn ways to minimize taxes in retirement, protect your money against inflation and healthcare expenses, and develop a personalized income plan? Call 1-800-208-SAFE to get your free guide to maximizing retirement book. That's 800-208-7233 to get your free book today.
Johnson Brunetti is a marketing name for the businesses of JB Capital and JN Financial. Investment advisory services offered through JB Capital, LLC. Insurance products offered through JN Financial, LLC.
Hi, I'm Joe with SimpleSaleUSA.com, and I buy houses cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 203-896-4000. I can pay cash and close in as little as 7 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and more importantly, anywhere in Connecticut. I'm a private real estate investor who buys several houses a month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorce houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is trash and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying junk houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 203-896-4000. That's 203-896-4000. 203-896-4000.
And now, a WTIC news update.
3:30. Good afternoon. I'm John Silva. WTIC 1080 News. Fired University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore was in a court today. He was arrested shortly after he was ousted for having an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. Police say he then went to the home of his alleged mistress, broke in, and threatened to kill himself in front of her. He was to have no contact with a woman as part of his terms of $25,000 release on bond. Search is on for suspects in a home invasion last night in Hartford. Suspect busted into the home on Putnam Heights, tied up the victim, stole phones and a wallet before fleeing. Governor Lamont has ordered flags to fly at half-staff from sunrise to sunset on Sunday in memory of 20 children and 6 adults who were killed 13 years ago in a mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown. House Democrats have released several photos from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, including some of President Trump, former President Bill Clinton, and the former Prince Andrew. The 19 photos released by Democratic lawmakers on the Oversight Committee small part of the more than $95,000 they have received from the Epstein estate. Could take days to repair that water main break on Thomaston Ave in Waterbury, although it's not as debilitating as a break earlier this fall. The city is blaming an aged infrastructure and shifting temperatures for that break. And speaking of a lot of water, days of torrential rain in Washington state have caused historic floods, stranding families on rooftops and washing over bridges. National Guard troops went door to door early today to evacuate the farming city of Burlington, that's north of Seattle. The Burlington Police Department spokesman says the evacuation order was lifted for parts of the city earlier. WTIC News Time 3:32. Here's the WTIC Weather Center forecast.
We will continue to see the clouds lower and thicken during the overnight period down to 21 degrees, mostly cloudy, the high 36 tomorrow. Snow tomorrow night into the first part of Sunday with 1 to 3 inches of accumulation, down to 24 degrees tomorrow night. Watch out for slippery travel, and that extends through the first part of Sunday. Sunday afternoon, mostly cloudy, the high only 27 Sunday afternoon. Partly sunny, very cold Monday, the high 25. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
From the WTIC 24-hour traffic network, the northbound exit 24 off-ramp of Interstate 91 is closed due to a water main break on Route 99, the Silas Dean Highway. Again, that's the 24 off-ramp. That's the Town Line Road area there. Water main break is forcing that closure. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Looking for the best ways to prepare for retirement this year? Then be sure to tune in to Johnson Brunetti's Money Wisdom tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Tech, sponsored by Wesley Financial.
Intuit's popular tax and financial apps are coming to ChatGPT, with the app's users having direct access to TurboTax, Credit Karma, QuickBooks, and MailChimp. Intuit says consumers can get personalized answers to tax questions, estimates on their tax refund, or use the ChatGPT embedded apps to find the credit card, personal loan, or mortgage that's best for their spending patterns and with the best approval odds. I'm Jason Brooks.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Highland Park Market is a family-owned and operated local business. We care about and are invested in the well-being of our communities. Compared to chain stores, locally owned businesses return a much larger share of our revenue back into the local economy, enriching the entire community. Highland Park Market offers great service, the best products, and the highest quality throughout our stores. We appreciate your support. Nobody does it better than Highland Park Market. Manchester, Glastonbury, Farmington, and at highlandparkmarket.com.
What's up, world? It's Von Miller, Super Bowl MVP, chicken farmer, and now host of Free Range. This is a show where I go off the field and off the script. We're talking what's hot in music, film, trending news, and everything blowing up your feed. If you love football, you'll feel at home. But if you're here for the vibes, the internet deep dives, the conversation, this is your podcast. Join me every Wednesday. Follow and listen to Free Range with me, Von Miller, everywhere you get your podcast.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
If you've been injured, you deserve more than what the insurance company offers you or thinks you're worth. When you get Carter, we'll help you get more. More experience, more attention, and more accessibility. People who hire an attorney get 3 times more on average compared to what big insurance offers them. Their job is to get you to take less. Ours is to get you more. If you've been injured, call the Carter Mario Law Firm at 877-GET-CARTER.
All right, cool.
To getcarter.com to get more.
1 minute.
Founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because...
Yo, what was the name? What was the name of the lady that you were talking about? The backup singer?
Online for $1.
Oh, Martha and the Vandellas.
And to cancel it, call us today.
Oh, Martha. Okay. No, because the greatest backup trio of all time is the Andantes. If you ain't know.
800-941-2255.
They backed up the Supremes, all the Motown. They did most of the background for all the Motown records.
Over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need.
Exactly, but they did a documentary on them. It was great.
It's $20 a month.
Hey, look at that. You could have had
Time switch and get your second month free.
N10.
ConsumerCellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today.
Nah, they were all alive.
For auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
Hey, we're back. It's Reese on the radio. Let me click the darn camera back on. We're back very soon. We're going to have our first guest, John Lyman, president of Lyman Orchard. He'll be here on the program. Roseanne, because this is probably the last break of the day, but you'll be back somewhere in the 5 o'clock hour, I kind of promise. That should be. So I'm texting back and forth with Michelle Davis, the director of fine arts for the Masters School, of course, the choir that came in. We had the songs that they performed, which were Vinnie Emmanuel, Magnum Mysterium, and the last one was, of course, Joy to the World, which Roseanne joined them. So if you want to check those out, make sure you go to WTIC.com or go to the Odyssey app so you can get an opportunity to hear Roseanne in her spectacle.
I Milli Vanilli'd it the whole time.
Did you just mouth the words? Is that what you did while you were reading? They were excited to have you here. They said, Michelle says that the kids loved it and they thought that I was very funny.
Of course they did. But looks aren't everything, so.
That's nice of you to say. Anyway.
No, you're great.
Well, I thought the kids would have had a good time. Speaking of music, I wanted to take an opportunity during this break because yesterday, was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. The day before yesterday, during Hollywood News, I had pointed out a bunch of movies involved with the Salvation Army, or had a Salvation Army theme, or at least the scene in them.
Right.
So this morning, I got up and I went through a couple of others. And these are songs that incorporate the Salvation Army. And one of them is a song that I really, really love. In fact, I love the remake of this song better than the original because I would never be caught listening to Simon and Garfunkel. But Simon and Garfunkel had the song Hazy Day of Winter. I know you guys remember that. But you, if you're my age, you remember it best sung by Susanna Hoff and the Bangles. You don't remember that?
I have no idea what
Okay,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
well, you would have been too young. It was actually, it was on the soundtrack to a movie called Less Than Zero that starred James Spader, Robert Downey Jr., and I cannot remember, is it Andy McCarthy? Yeah, it is Andy McCarthy. Anyway, and Jamie Gerth, who I still have a crush on, who's now a billionaire. That's another story. But anyway, that song, Hazy Day of Winter, performed by the Bangles, is one of my favorite songs. I love it. It's sort of a rock version of the folk song by Simon and Garfunkel, and it has that one line says, "Hear the Salvation Army Band." Anyway, another person, Leonard Cohen, has a song called Suzanne, the poet's tender ode to a muse in rags, blending grace and grit. It's talking about a woman that he met who works at the Salvation Army counters. This one you'll love. Even Johnny Cash has a line about the Salvation Army in one of his songs called Understand Your Man from 1964. His line says, "Now you can give my other suit to the Salvation Army," paying homage to donating your clothing. I don't know who this guy is. His name is Johnny Rodriguez. He had a song called New York City Snow. Makes sense. The song is about a homesick cowboy's chill in the Big Apple, and he talks about hearing the Salvation Army band playing. Some indie songs, I don't know any of these folks, so I won't mention them. You might know them, so what the heck, I'll mention them. Cliff Richard had a song called Good on the Sally Army. Also talks about the Salvation Army. Of course, it is a Brit pop group. Felice Brothers, they have a song called the Salvation Army Girl. That is as early as 2019, talking about the Salvation Army in their song. Another group called Harrison Whitford, or another guy named Harrison Whitford, he wrote a song in 2023 titled Salvation Army. Yeah, that's it. And this is probably the one that you would know, Roseanne, because you listen to some of the corniest music I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm not rude. It's not your fault that you do not like good music. It's not your fault. But that's okay. But you would definitely know this song because you're you love this song. And it is a song called Thrift Shop by Macklemore.
He does sing about
that's right. Talking about the Salvation Army. Right?
Yes, I wouldn't run around saying that I love this song, but I am aware of it.
You are aware of it.
Absolutely.
When it comes on, you sing it.
I sing Britney Spears songs too.
In my pocket.
I sing along with Britney Spears, but only because it's like an earworm. Like it's in there, and it's like, get out of my face.
Do you really? Wait a minute. What is with the hating? The Salt of the Earth, Britney Spears.
I
the
thought that was
original.
Taylor Swift. Come on, get it together.
Yes, Taylor Swift is the other.
That's why she sounds like she's perpetually congested, and like.
She's not a fan.
I'm just not. I would rather stick pencils in my ears.
Why is it that you don't like Britney Spears?
I just displayed why.
Is it just the sound?
It's just the voice.
Well, there's no voice. It's all auto-tune.
And they could have done a better job.
There's zero voice there.
Okay, so you would have been one of the people during the Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears wars.
I'm still totally Christina Aguilera.
Okay, so you're...
At least she's like a real talent. Have you ever heard her live?
Yes, I've heard her live.
Phenomenal. That woman has soul for days.
Now, when these girls were singing, this was the early 2000s, late 90s,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
about that. So you would have been...
All about Christina Aguilera.
No, how old were you? I was like 30-something. You were 10 years younger than me, 9 years younger than me, so you were about 20-something.
Yeah?
So this would have been right in your wheelhouse to be either a Britney Spears or a Christina Aguilera.
I was a bit of an oddity, not necessarily, but I mean, I was married, I had children by that time, so for me it wasn't, my life didn't revolve around music, my life revolved around my kids, but if and when music did come on, I really gravitated to Christina Aguilera because of her, I mean, it's just so soulful, her voice.
The way you just said her name was real Mexican-y.
Did
It just was.
Did you know that she's...
You rolled letters that never have been rolled.
Yeah, just
she's
never.
Mexican.
I know she's Mexican, but when we say Christina Aguilera, we
Right.
say Christina Aguilera. When you say her name, you say?
Aguilera.
What?
Aguilera. The way you're supposed to
You
say
want
it.
water? What was that?
It sounded like she said Christina Aquafina. I didn't hear it exactly. Say it again. I didn't hear it.
Aguilera.
Who? Aguilera?
I think she's tired. She wants to go lay down, she said.
I'm sorry. It's just.
This is why I don't play around with you white people.
Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean. Hey, I'd like to open up my gift.
You got a present.
It's probably a book, which means
You have
it'll
to get a
be
picture
mine.
of the book.
It's
Or
not.
whatever it is. I'm thinking Mad Libs.
No, they didn't give me
It's,
Mad
it's one of
Libs.
those magnet, and it's got the little pen attached to it. So
Oh,
you can
goodness
draw
gracious.
the face.
So
Yeah, that's a book for Reese.
the director of fine arts,
Tic-tac-toe.
Michelle Davis,
It's an etch-a-sketch.
for the Master's School,
All
brought
those
me.
things would be great gifts to come and drop off for the Salvation Army.
That's right. By the way,
I knew they were books.
They'll always be good books. Well, she said that she was going to bring me a couple of books that she thought that I would really, really love, and she even wrote them.
Oh.
Yes, she brought me Animal Farm.
I want to read this one.
And hold on, and Brave New World. And the reason why she brought these for me is because we had that young man, Ryan Simpson, on the program, who is an avowed Marxist and socialist. And she wanted me to have these books, so she went and got them for me, so that I would have them.
Now, I was going to say, because they came from a teacher, there may be a test on this.
Yeah.
There are Post-it notes.
I
on
noticed
each of
this.
the
She
You
books.
did.
might have
She-
a test on this
Yes, she
after
shows.
the holiday
She
break.
puts arrows down on them. She puts Marxism equals socialism equals communism equals failure. She writes, which is
She's
strange.
not wrong.
She is not.
I'm reading this one tonight.
Yes, and then she writes utopia equals dystopia equals failure.
Are these
So-
on tape? Because readings is not one of my strong suits.
I'm with you on that one, but she did give them to
Wow.
me as a gift, and I'm very, very happy that she did. This will go into my library. Now there are 2 books.
Of books you don't read.
Yes, there are 2 books in
Now,
my
that's one
library.
thing I must say. I've been doing this this will be my 18th year doing the holiday store.
Right.
We've never seen a lot of books come through for donations.
Is that interesting or not?
I used to buy my kids books every Christmas.
I want to see. There's 2 things I want now. Now I have my
Wish list, I guess?
mission
Yeah.
for anyone out there shopping. I want to see some books.
That'd be nice.
And I've been seeing a commercial for Chia Pets for 16 weeks now. I want to see Chia Pets and books.
I'm a Bob Ross Chia Pet, don't
If
you?
there's ever been a human that has not been immortalized in a Chia Pet, it's Bob. And I have one. I have a Bob Ross one, and I have a Homer Simpson one. Talk about the
Do
complete
you
different
really?
dichotomies.
Wow.
But I have one. I want to see Chia Pets and books get
Why
donated.
is it that I'm under the impression that the Chia Pet that you get at home never, ever...
Oh, it never looks like the commercial.
No, yeah, it never
I've
materializes
never-
the same way.
Because you guys are doing it wrong.
I had Bob Ross with dreadlocks. Like, that thing never grew well.
Is it not supposed to, or is it?
No.
You have to know there's a science to it.
There's got to be. I
Is
did
there a
not
degree
read
of
that book, obviously.
horticulture here?
Horticulture.
Horticulture.
Yes.
Whatever the word is.
Horticulture.
Horticulture.
And
Yes.
Glastonbury.
You have to spray it. You have to spray, mist it periodically. You need the right.
What did I
amount
say?
of light.
Horticulture.
You said horticulture.
Horticulture.
Listen, I'm starting my sourdough again after the holiday. I don't know if I can do sourdough and a Chia Pet at the same time.
Oh my God, I'm
my
so
brain does not
excited.
have the bandwidth.
Why?
I can't wait to get into our own apartment. I'm so ready to start making my own bread again. I want to be able to make my own medicine again.
I don't want to sound weird again, but you made bread before?
You've tried it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
We had a bread maker back in the day. We made bread once in it, and then we lost the hook. So whoever I don't know. How
I was
that
under the
happened.
impression we were making pita because what you was always unleavened
I feel like
bread.
now is an opportune time to put the shovel down, sir. Just
No,
put
I
the
started
shovel
the
down.
sourdough like a month and a half ago. I failed. I know why. After the holiday season, I'm all in again.
I will send you a recipe that my daughter
Well, I
sent
got to
me.
get my starter first.
I will send you the recipe for a starter. My daughter sent it to me. She went to school to be a pastry chef. So the starter that she gave me, very easy to make, very easy to maintain. I love it.
Yeah, I got to get it started. The starting of the starter is where I'm at now.
It's easy.
It is.
I'll
It
hook
is.
you up.
It just with my schedule now, life doesn't exist.
It gets to the point when they start talking about cooking when my eyes glaze over.
Or
And-
shopping, apparently, or
and-
anything. Do you want to talk about words and books?
No, that I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna take a Mad Libs pass and not get the adjectives.
Goodbye. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More news, more views. These two people. When we return, it's Reese on the Radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health. And if you and your partner are struggling because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At Northeast Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. And as a Promedic restorative health practice, we've literally seen thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season, a renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-930-5956 or go to northeastmenshealth.com. That's northeastmenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the Northeast to serve you. Northeast Men's Health, a Promedic restorative health practice.
This health fact brought to you by ProHealth Physicians.
Friendships and other relationships are just as important for your health as eating well and being active. Hi, I'm Alexandra Ford, a family nurse practitioner with ProHealth Physicians. Good friends equal good health. Research shows that meaningful connections can improve your overall well-being. When you feel valued and accepted by others, you make healthier choices. You're also less likely to get sick and can handle stress and worries better. So, how can you foster these connections? It's simpler than you think. Carve out in-person time with loved ones, volunteer in your community, befriend your neighbors, or take on a new activity like pickleball. It's a great choice for both physical and social health. But if you ever feel alone or disconnected, we're here for you. Call your doctor for help.
Connect with the trusted local clinician you just heard from ProHealth Physicians. Call 1-855-CTMD-411 to schedule your first visit with them today. Or visit ProHealthMD.com to learn more about their care, expertise, and services.
Actual price.
1 minute.
Subscription plan featured products are compounded drug products which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find a 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
Musical. He did say that a more fitting character or person to play your role is Mr. Cheeks from the Lost Boys, Roland. I think that's absolutely correct. You can get a bearded Eminem if you'd like, absolutely. They said, imagine Reese singing "Oh Baby Baby" by Britney Spears. I hate that song.
I have Reese doing Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off."
Yes,
I have that on video.
She actually has that on video. I don't.
Giggling hysterically.
The reason why I don't support Britney Spears' "Hit Me Baby One More Time" is because I'm against domestic violence. And
Well, now I'm curious, are there any rappers with beards or any musicians with the beards that could play me?
Yeah, what's that guy with the tattoos all over his juicy jelly?
Jelly Roll?
There you go.
Doesn't have his, yeah, I guess we could have Jelly. That'd be good.
No, the dude. No. The guy that produced all the
Rick Rubin.
hip-hop. Rick Rubin.
There you go, Rick Rubin.
I
That's
was just
absolutely
thinking
perfect.
DJ Khaled.
No, Rick Rubin is perfect. Khaled doesn't have any facial hair.
I don't know.
He's just a big giant.
He's got a presence.
He's just a heavy-set guy. I tell you that we wanted to get him. Now with AI, if I could have actually had it done, when my moving company was in its heyday, we wanted to get somebody like get DJ Khaled to say, "We're the best movers." We were going to do that, so but we never could reach her. I thought that was funny.
That would be good.
That would be good.
I love you so
Yeah,
much.
but I thought that would be a clever thing. What did you say? You what?
I love you.
Oh, no. You don't think I'm funny.
No, I think you're funny.
Really?
Yeah.
You just didn't think that was funny.
No.
Thank you for keeping it.
Do you want me to start lying to you? Is
no,
that the marriage we want?
No, that's not the marriage
Okay.
that we want. Hey, we got another episode of
Pluribus
today.
And what about, we still got to catch up on
Tulsa King.
Tulsa King.
And Sunday we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already caught up on both of those.
What, Tulsa King or Landman?
Both.
Okay.
Listen, I don't like anything that resembles a potential, could be close to, near, and or adjacent to a spoiler.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
All right, so let me tell you what happened.
There was that guy that did
fight
the
you.
thing with the other person. That was crazy, bro.
I tell people all the time, I am the worst person when it comes to spoilers. Like, if someone went to go see a movie, I'm like, just tell me what happened. I'm going to see it anyway.
There's like two, it was, Doctor Who was the only one, because one of the other guys at the radio station watched Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, did you? Yeah? Did you? No. Okay, and we would just turn around.
You know, somebody ruined Titanic for me before I even got to see it. They're like, I can't believe Jack died. And I'm like, son of a gun.
The boat sank, too.
Well, that I knew.
Spoiler alert.
But Jack died. And I'm like, why would you tell me this?
Because there was a small door.
Let me tell you something.
I didn't even know there was a door. I wasn't even there yet.
The door could have fit the whole choir that was here earlier, and poor Jack froze
First
to
of all,
death.
scientists have proven that Jack could have survived on the door,
Listen,
which makes me laugh because I'm like, he wasn't a real person.
We are not renegotiating this scene. All I'm saying is the movie was just out in theaters. It was the day after it was released, and we were getting ready to go see it, and somebody said, can you believe Jack dies? And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know the character.
What feels like a different Jack?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's
get I'm mad again.
Let's get our first check of weather and traffic. Tom O'Hanlon is in for Mark Christopher. He's in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 eastbound is busy now from West Hartford up through Parkville and continuing to downtown Hartford. On the westbound side of 84, we're loaded up before you get to Route 2. 2 is busy up into 84, and then crossing the river, either 84 or Founders Bridge will take some extra time. Now, if you're heading down 91 from 291, that's pretty solid traffic all the way down into Hartford. On the northbound side of 91, we're in pretty good shape. Now, a heads up in Windsor, 91 southbound congestion exit 35A to 32, and at Rocky Hill, the off-ramp at exit 24 is closed in both directions on 91 because of a water main break on Route 99, Silas Dean Highway. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. WTIC News Talk 1080.
Brought to you by NJM Insurance Group.
Why is NJM Insurance silent in an industry full of catchy jingles? And how do they do what's right when things go wrong? Tune in to Baffling Mysteries to find out.
This fictional podcast is brought to you by NJM. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
WTIC weather.
We will continue to see the clouds multiply overnight with a low temperature down to 21. It'll be mostly cloudy on Saturday with a high temperature of 36. Saturday night, snow, and yes, that snow will accumulate 1 to 3 inches by the time it wraps up Sunday morning, so expect slippery travel Saturday night into Sunday morning. The low temperature 24 by the time you wake up on Sunday morning, but the high temperature Sunday afternoon only 27, and after the snow ends, it will be mostly cloudy. It'll be a little bit breezy Sunday night and Monday morning. Otherwise, partly sunny, very cold Monday afternoon with a high temperature only of 25. Partly sunny on Tuesday. We warm it up a few degrees up to the freezing mark, 32 degrees on Tuesday afternoon. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
WTIC is celebrating 100 years on the air and 100 years of serving Connecticut. This is WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford, an Odyssey station.
4 o'clock, Hartford temperature 35 degrees. Good afternoon. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. The former head football coach at the University of Michigan appeared before a judge today.
I'm Peter King. Sharon Moore has been formally charged after appearing virtually in court. He's accused of repeatedly calling and texting a woman against her will, then going to her home. Prosecutors say he terrorized her and threatened to kill himself with kitchen scissors and butter knives. Moore's attorney says he's not a threat to anyone. The judge has granted his release on $25,000 bond. He'll have to wear a GPS device, stay in Michigan, and stay away from the woman he's accused of stalking. Peter King, CBS News.
Britain's King Charles is giving an update on his cancer battle. His treatment's being reduced in the new year thanks to early detection.
I pray that we could each pledge, as part of our resolutions for the year ahead, to play our part in helping to catch cancer early. Your life, or the life of someone you love, may depend upon it.
Recorded message broadcast on British television as part of a campaign to encourage people to use early screening to detect cancer in early stages when it is easier to treat. State police have released the name of a man killed when he exited his vehicle to fight another motorist on Interstate 84 Tuesday in West Hartford. Hanif McKnight was 28 from Philadelphia. State police say just after 3 p.m. on Tuesday, McKnight left his rig, ran across the highway on I-84 East near exit 44 to confront a box truck driver. McKnight was killed when he was hit by the box truck. The investigation is ongoing. Hartford police on the lookout after 3 masked suspects pulled off an armed home invasion Thursday night in Putnam Heights. The suspects got in through an unlocked window, police say. They then tied the victim up with duct tape, stole 3 phones and a wallet. They were last seen on video making their getaway in a vehicle that had been parked nearby. Natasha Morris lives in the area with her children, tells WFSB she's concerned.
Definitely lock all windows, doors, and I'm about to get security soon.
Anyone with any information is being asked to contact Hartford PD. Sunday marks 13 years since the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School. Matt Holden of Newtown Action Alliance says residents continue to support each other.
We all came together very well. And I'd say it really created an environment where we healed together, and like the town itself has just always been a very loving and kind place, ever since I've known it. But yeah, I feel, a lot of the families, who were affected struggled to stay in town, but I think now we've managed to move on well and recover and keep the Newtown spirit.
Holden survived the attack. He is now a sophomore in college. Says the Alliance remains steadfast in pursuing gun control measures. Flags around the state will fly at half-staff on Sunday. An interfaith service will be held at Newtown Congregational Church 7 p.m. on Sunday. Democrats on the Oversight Committee have released another trove of photos from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein. Your CBS's Jake Rosen.
These photos show anyone from former President Bill Clinton, President Trump, former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, filmmaker Woody Allen, in addition to Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and Prince Andrew.
Republicans say Democrats are cherry-picking photos. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
Democrats would argue it brings a lot of value. It underscores the importance of releasing the full Jeffrey Epstein case files because it shows that Jeffrey Epstein was operating in some very powerful circles, and that maybe those case files show something the public needs to know without defining what that something is.
State championship Saturday in high school football. Second-ranked Killingly will play third-ranked Hand at Madison. Sports writer Ned Griffin of Game Time CT says Killingly's tough to stop. They score 54 points a game.
In football, the term RPO refers to run-pass options. Killingly, they jokingly refer to it as run people over, as they are going to run as many times as they possibly can against you. 3 state titles since 2017.
Hand has won 14 state titles. It's one of 6 championship games, all in New Britain. Seeking its 4th straight crown, New Canaan will play Cheshire. Greenwich looks to repeat against Southington, and after a last-second loss last year, Windsor will play Bunnell. Checking Wall Street, the Dow down 245 points. NASDAQ down 398, and the S&P off 73. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Follow WTIC News Talk 1080. Don't miss out on important updates in Connecticut, from breaking need-to-know news, weather alerts, and more. Follow WTIC News Talk 1080 on the Odyssey app now.
Connecticut business owners planning for 2026? If you're ready for a smarter way to reach your customers, it's time to put Odyssey in your marketing mix. Radio, streaming, podcasting, we do it all. Visit WTIC.com and click Advertise with Us to fill out a contact form today.
UConn Silas Demery Jr. knows what it takes to win, on offense and defense.
Winning isn't luck. It's hustle, discipline, and showing up every day.
That mindset drives BPS lawyers too, fighting for clients in personal injury, family law, litigation, and more.
I'm Nick Payne-Darris. At BPS,
Hinton.
We're one full-service firm. All your legal needs, always.
BPS Lawyers, your lawyers for life.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
At Homewood Suites by Hilton right here in Glastonbury at 65 Glastonbury Boulevard. When we return, we'll talk to this man over to my left. He is John Lyman. He's the president of Lyman Orchard. We'll talk about the bumbleberry pie. I'm not a pie person, so I'm going to have to find out exactly what a bumbleberry is. I also understand that there's a little bit of history behind the donut and your apple cider donuts. We'll get to the bottom of that as well. For me, this is sort of like a lesson. For me, I know very little about some of the things in the inside track of Connecticut, so you're going to help me through that through your orchard. We'll talk to him about all of that and much, much more, about his relationship with the Salvation Army, how long they've been doing this together. Also, Major Donald is somewhere around here, and I was told to ask him about the invention of the donut and how that's related to the Salvation Army. That's an interesting one. And also, if I'm right, something about National Donut Day. Is that okay? So we'll get into about it. Something I did not know, and you will learn as well as I did today. So stand by for that. As I said, John Lyman is here. We have confirmed that Richard Blumenthal, the senator, will be here. He's going to show up roughly at about 4:20. So in essence, about less than 13 minutes from now. And we got so much more to get to today. So join us. If you haven't, go to 31333. Text WTIC to 31333 so you can donate now. It doesn't matter what you donate, if it's $1, if it's $2, if it's $3. Just donate and help out the folks at the Salvation Army and the Holiday Store doing all the good work that they do. You should be a part of it. And if you can't do that, come on by, drop off a check. If not, just come and say hi and show your support. We can appreciate that as well. Come shake the hands of the folks that are doing great work here at the Holiday Store. For that, we come back. John Lyman is here. Let's get to the BPS Traffic Center with Tom O'Hanlon filling in for Mark Christopher in the BPS Traffic Center.
Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 eastbound is busy now from West Hartford up through Parkville and continuing to downtown Hartford. On the westbound side of 84, we're loaded up before you get to Route 2. 2 is busy up into 84, and then crossing the river, either 84 or Founders Bridge will take some extra time. Now, if you're heading down 91 from 291, that's pretty solid traffic all the way down into Hartford. On the northbound side of 91, we're in pretty good shape. Now, a heads up in Windsor, 91 southbound congestion exit 35A to 32, and at Rocky Hill, the off-ramp at exit 24 is closed in both directions on 91 because of a water main break at Route 99, Silas Dean Highway. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
Sponsored by Duke's Mayonnaise.
WTIC weather.
The clouds will be rolling in as we go throughout the evening and overnight. The low temperature 21. A mostly cloudy start to the weekend tomorrow with a high of 36. Snow begins late tomorrow evening and Sunday morning. A total of 1 to 2 inches of accumulation that will make for slippery travel Saturday night into Sunday morning with a low temperature of 24 when you wake up Sunday, but the high temperature only 27 degrees. And after the snow ends on Sunday morning, mostly cloudy day. Breezy early Monday, otherwise partly cloudy, very cold, the high 25, and partly sunny, not as cold on Tuesday with a high of 32. Right now it's 36 in Bristol, 36 in Meriden, and 35 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
This holiday season, when you get them STIHL, batteries are included. Buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit STIHLUSA.com for gift ideas and seasonal savings. Happy holidays from STIHL. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last. Fire up the flavor at McDonald's with the hot and spicy McChicken in the $5 meal deal, or savor a McDouble in the $6 meal deal. Price and participation may vary.
Warmest wishes for a joyous holiday season and a happy new year to you. Enjoy your quality time with family and loved ones. From your friends at Odyssey and Carter Mario Injury Lawyers.
We know that you want the best for your child. That's why you can trust our expert pediatric dentists here at Columbia Dental, who are trained to meet and handle your child's unique dental needs. Call Columbia Dental at 860-645-0111.
Your portfolio might be growing, but is it paying you income? Growth is not the same thing as income. At Retirement Income Source Grant and Financial Group, we build custom portfolios that generate income. Stop selling assets to pay for your retirement. Call now for your free income consultation at 855-930-6293.
Investment advisory services offered by Sound Income Strategies, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisory firm. The Retirement Income Source and Sound Income Strategy are associated entities. Retirement Income Source with David Scranton is a paid program.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is
1 minute.
hearing affordable for everyone. This Christmas holiday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Christmas holiday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
That's right. Make sure you text WTIC to 31333. It's Reese On The Radio. We are live, and we are hanging out with, you're the president of the Lyman Orchard here in Connecticut, and you just told me something off the air about how long this orchard has been around Connecticut. You said the year was
1741.
And then you described it to put it in context. You said that the first president of the United States, George Washington, was how old?
9 years old.
Which is absolutely like astonishing. Like you can't beat that. Like the other guys who have an orchard are never good. Is there anybody older than that in the state?
There's a few old farms, sure. Yeah. The oldest farm in Connecticut is the Hines farm, and I think it goes back like 1680 or something like that.
Goodness gracious!
And I know there's an orchard like in New Hampshire. I think it's like early 1700s. Wow. So,
John, your involvement with the Salvation Army, I can only imagine it's not complex, but with the amount of time that you spent with the Salvation, how many years now have you been working with them since?
Well, probably it's at least 10 years.
10, oh, okay, so it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
What originally, and how did you incorporate the two, work with the Salvation Army, other than donations, I presume, but
right.
what's your direct involvement with them?
Well, we've kind of done different things throughout the year, and one of the big things we do is the donuts. On Donut Day, and of course the Salvation Army has a donut story, which is kind of
we're gonna get the major in here to talk about the donut story, because I did not know. Is this real? This is like the official.
Well, that's what they tell me. I don't know myself.
Okay, well we'll get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your involvement, because I understand that you today we are doing, or at least during the holiday store, we're gonna do. Donations in order to get a pie or to get.
Sure, I brought some pies, and I think we can maybe if you $100 you get a pie.
$100 you can get. And did we just bring bumbleberry pie?
I brought bumbleberry pie today.
Bumbleberry pie, which by the way I'm already hearing is like a big deal. In fact, Joey threatened to fight me for one.
He did.
It's one of the only pies that has cherries in it besides cherry pie, of course.
Yes.
So explain to me what bumbleberry.
Okay.
Not familiar, because I'm not a cookie.
Okay.
I'm not a foodie. I'm none of that stuff.
All right. Well, bumbleberry is not a fruit.
Okay.
It's a name that we have apples in it. We have cherries. We have blueberries. We have blackberries. Mm-hmm. And we kind of mix it up to kind of bumble it up. So it's a bumbleberry pie.
A bumbleberry pie.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's an interesting name. What else is the Lyman Orchard famous for? Because I understand, is there apple picking, pear picking, and things like that?
Yeah.
So people can make a day of it.
Absolutely. We have orchards, we have a retail market, we have golf courses.
Oh, okay.
And we have a wholesale pie business. We're actually making pies now down in New Haven. We have a factory down there. So we're very diversified. But yeah, people know us to come for the orchard picking. We have mazes during the season.
Okay, the maze thing I'm
Yeah.
a little weirded about because I'm claustrophobic.
Okay.
But I do love a maze. Like, I'm the type of person who, when I buy video games, I buy flight simulators.
Okay.
But I'm afraid to fly. So you understand? Like,
Sure.
I love a maze, but I'm afraid.
Okay, our sunflower maze would be perfect for you.
Okay, so I can see through.
You can see through. You can see over it. And,
Okay.
you'll be fine in a sunflower maze.
Okay, so you guys have thought about folks like me at the
Oh,
sunflower.
absolutely, yes. And it's a beautiful field of sunflowers, and it's just gorgeous. And you have the orchard in the background. And we do that in August, and then we do the corn maze in September and October.
Explain to me, if you could, because aside from, of course, everything that you do with the Salvation Army, and right now, I would consider is what you do off season now because it's cold, or how do you, as an orchard, and as is it a farm as well, or just an orchard?
No, it's a farm.
It's a farm.
Yeah.
What's that? Is there a lull, for lack of a better word,
Sure.
during the time? What do you do during these months when it's like crisp outside?
Yeah. Well, of course, we scale down. We scale up with a big crew in the season, and then this time of year, it's definitely a lot less employees. And
is this more retail now? Is like at this time is when you start selling more pies?
Well, we do, but again, our retail is really driven by our harvest. So September and October is by far the busiest time of the year for us.
Right.
So things slow down, but November or Thanksgiving is a big holiday because of the pies.
Right.
So we do really well through Thanksgiving, and then Christmas isn't so much, and then really January, February, March are pretty slow. We have golf courses, and we keep 2 open during the winter.
Okay. Wow, really?
So there'll be some crazy people that play when it's 30 degrees. But when it gets to be 40, it's like balmy, right? People come out and play like crazy. So we're one of the few in the area that do stay open.
Yeah.
So it is a slower time during the winter. That's when we're doing the orchard crews out pruning the trees.
Right.
So it's a smaller crew, but they're really working because that's critical to do the pruning during the winter time. And then we kind of start ramping up as we get into April, May. Our pick your own season starts in June. Golf courses really start ramping up in April, May.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'd imagine. Yeah. Even
exactly.
Up here.
Right.
Because we get some sort of we get some balmier weather in and around April.
Sure. Exactly.
You might get lucky with a 60-degree day
Absolutely.
in April. So that's fantastic. So you've only been with the Salvation Army, or had a partnership with the Salvation Army, and I'm using that term loosely, in the last 10 years. That's during your tenure as president, I presume? How long have you been president?
Well, actually, I'm officially vice president. So
okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They put that in
That's
the
all right.
bio. I apologize.
But I'll take the promotion.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Now, it's a family farm,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Family orchard.
Yes.
Family farm, right? And you are the 8th generation?
I'm the 8th generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're a little unusual in the sense that we incorporated back in 1949. So we have shareholders, and they're family members. So we have 225 shareholders.
Wow.
And they span about 4 generations.
Holy moly.
So it's very unique.
Right.
But we have a core of maybe 40 who are the major shareholders.
Right. And now, how did it incorporate, or how did you get involved with the Salvation Army? Is it a partnership, by the way, or is it just something you guys do every year?
It's just something we work together
support?
with. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we say partnership, but it's nothing official.
Right.
But we really support their mission and raise money for them. We participate, like I said, with the donut day, and they bring donuts to the veteran homes around the state. And we also, in the summertime, during our Blueberry Festival, they participate with a number of activities.
Right.
And then with the holiday store, we also.
Do they bring some of the folks who are involved, like some maybe kids or other families, and sort of come out to the Lyman farm to work? No, I don't want to say work, but
Right.
come in, sort of do the maize or to apple
Yeah,
pick and things like that?
there's been a little bit, not a lot of that, but during like the the brass ensemble will come out and play.
Oh, okay.
There's that kind of level of activity that we do.
Gotcha.
And we do a pet photo and raise money for the Salvation Army with the pet photos and Santa. So it's kind of fun with that.
During the Christmas season.
During the Christmas season.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. So what do you, other than, of course, giving away the pie for $100 or more donation, by the way, if you want to come by and do that, please do. We're here in Glastonbury at 65 Glastonbury Boulevard at the Homewood Suites by Hilton to do that. What else do you guys have coming up with the with Salvation Army? Anything else you're doing for Christmas with them, or?
It's just, again, supporting for the for the holiday store, and we are actually working with them in a little bit different way. Everyone probably has heard the hurricane that hit Jamaica.
Right.
And we actually have workers key to us for our harvest. They're guest workers that come up from Jamaica, and they work. And many have been. I mean, some guys have been with us for 15, 20 years.
Really?
Anyways, it's very devastating, as we all have heard.
Sure.
So we wanted to donate money, raise money through. We're doing a Roundup campaign at the Apple Barrel, and we thought of who might be the right organization to work with. We thought of the Salvation Army. We contacted them, and they're down in Jamaica. They're on the ground, and they've got a small organization down there, but they're doing great work, and so we decided to funnel the fundraising through them. So again, they've been a great organization doing great work, and with that relationship, we felt very comfortable to be, because you don't know with these situations what group you're working with.
Right. Sure.
And unfortunately, there's been reports of a lot of fraud going on down in Jamaica as well. So. We just felt very comfortable using Salvation Army for that. So.
Now, do you do things like, do you have like bell ringers? Do you have like kettles?
We haven't done too much of that, but it's, but again, we're just raising money, and then we donate as a corporation to them as well.
Yeah, we were just, Jerry and I were talking the other day that we didn't see a lot of kettles in a lot of places. I think, and I think primarily because donating has become very electronic, that many people, like we have text to give at 31333, that people don't do that. So if they just come to one of your locations, I'm assuming there's a sign there that you guys, or signage or something along those lines that talk about how supporting them. In 10 years, by the way, as vice president, was that your idea to partner with Salvation Army, or was somebody?
It was somebody in the organization that kind of reached out, and we kind of developed that relationship over the years. But we've worked with other organizations as well. We donate $1 of a ticket sold to the American Cancer Society from the corn maze.
Okay.
And we do $1 on the sunflower maize to the Connecticut Children's.
Oh, wow.
So we try to do what we can, and Salvation Army is just a great organization.
To be honest with you, I'm always impressed by them. It's so easy for people to join them once you get to know them and you sit around with them and you see what they do.
Right.
I almost feel like they have a very quiet inspiration.
Yes.
To all of us. Like, all you do have to meet them or see what they do, and all of a sudden you get this weird tingling in your heart. You just go, I think I can do something. Can I do something? And it's so, it's easy peasy. You just figure it out because it's there. So I feel like I should be asking you so much more. What am I missing about Lyman's? I don't know. I'm just learning about you, because I've got to get on the ground to actually get out to your orchard, because my wife, as soon as she heard that you guys have apple cider donuts, is it apple cider donuts?
It is apple cider donuts. It is.
Okay, I snuck one from some other place that was in
okay.
Are yours better? I
well,
my wife says that.
I'm a little biased. I think they're the best in the state, but I mean. Every orchard will tell you that theirs are the best. But,
yeah.
But there's nothing like right out of the fryer. There's nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I ask you this? This is interesting. Is the apple cider thing sort of like the pumpkin spice of the day? Because I'm telling you, I never heard of an apple spice donut.
Apple cider donut.
Apple cider donut.
Yeah,
I never heard of an apple cider donut.
It's very subtle. We use some cider in the mix, and it's just very subtle, but it's it's phenomenal.
Is it a new thing, or am I just?
No, it's been around for a while.
It's been around for a while.
Absolutely.
Of course it has.
Yeah.
Because it's food. I wouldn't know anything about it unless my wife.
Yeah,
told
it's
me
delicious.
To eat it. So
Yeah.
see, everybody knows about it. I'm the worst person to talk food
Yeah.
with. My wife believes that I can just eat like brown paste.
Yeah.
And if it was edible, I'd just eat that and survive.
Well, I can tell you that it is our number one item that we sell in the store.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's crazy how people come for those things.
Like they line up around. I never understand.
I know. It's wonderful.
Does it okay? So I mean, I'm going to try one, and then of course I'll probably rave about it. Do you know what it is? I'll tell you this. I've never once ever raved about anything I've ever eaten, and then I get around this guy Roland, my producer, who you hear in there.
Yep.
He's a cook, and he thinks I'm a weirdo
Ah,
because I don't remember food. It's weird. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Is it easy for you to just remember? Could you remember a meal from 10 years ago?
I am. I can.
So you're a
for
foodie.
Sure. I'm not. I love food. I love to eat.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
I love food too.
Yeah,
I
but
understand
I
it
have
keeps
to be
you alive.
careful. I have to be careful that I don't indulge too much into donuts.
See,
the
that's
pie
another thing.
or whatever. So
That's another thing that I will tell you. If I worked at your
Yeah,
farm,
yeah.
forget about it.
Yeah.
I just eat, and
Right.
that's because my deal is that if it's there, that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. I don't know how food's supposed to work other than to eat it. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I really, really thank you, John.
Well,
Thank you
Reese,
so much.
nice to meet you.
My
and
pleasure. Do you even listen to my show?
I do.
You do?
I do. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm always weirded out by who listens to my show because I
Yeah.
never know who it is. So
Yeah.
I
No.
kinda feel like some people do, some people don't.
Yeah. I think you are great. You tell it like it is, and you have great guests, and
I
just
try.
enjoy it.
I try. And
Enjoy
I
it.
really, really appreciate you coming out, and thank you for everything that you're doing here.
Sure.
Please tell everybody if they don't know, because I understand that everybody
Right.
knows who you are, how can they find the farm and
Yeah.
whatever?
Well, we're essentially located. We're right in Middlefield, Connecticut, which is right smack in the middle of the state.
How many acres do you have?
1,100 acres.
I can't even fathom 1,100.
We got a website, lymanorchards.com. You can go there and find out everything that's going on. We always have activities throughout the year, and
Any ice skating by any chance?
we don't have ice skating.
Okay,
no.
all right. No.
Yeah.
I need to get to an ice skating rink. I'm just asking
Sure.
everybody.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't gone in a while. Plus, I'm trying to brag to my wife. She doesn't know I can ice skate.
Okay.
Yeah, she has no idea.
Well, my wife is a figure skater. She when she was younger, she was a competitive skater. So.
You had to show me up, John, didn't you?
Because I thought I was a pretty good skater too until I saw her skater. So forget it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the figure skater?
Yes.
Like pro?
No, she wasn't a pro. I mean, she was an amateur when she was young, and
Really?
she skated for like 5 years, and yeah, and then she's taught for 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Okay, well in that case, maybe she could teach me to
There you go.
skate a little better.
There you
Thank
go.
you, John.
All
I
right,
appreciate
Reese,
you,
take
sir.
care.
Who got it? Hey, folks, we got to take a break. We'll be back. More news, more views. Let's get weather and traffic. Tom O'Hanlon is in from our Christopher. He's in the BPS Traffic Center. Hey.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. We have plenty of traffic on the westbound side of 84. It feels like a real Friday afternoon. You're going to be loaded up there as you're getting over into Route 2, over 2 and across the bridge into Hartford. On the eastbound side of 84, some traffic up into Parkville, stop and go, then up into Hartford. And then on 91 southbound through North Meadows, you've got some backups there with the brake lights continuing as you get close to 84. Going up 91, it's in pretty good shape. On the southbound side of 91, just some traffic near the airport also. Route 3 is moving along pretty well. And we're also looking at the ride in Rocky Hill. There's a problem there. That is on 91 northbound. The exit ramp shut down at exit 24 because of a water main break at Route 99 Silas Dean Highway. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
We will continue to see the clouds lower and thicken during the overnight period down to 21 degrees. Mostly cloudy, the high 36 tomorrow. Snow tomorrow night into the first part of Sunday with 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Down to 24 degrees tomorrow night. Watch out for slippery travel, and that extends through the first part of Sunday. Sunday afternoon, mostly cloudy, the high only 27 Sunday afternoon. Partly sunny, very cold Monday, the high 25. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
And now, a WTIC news update.
It's 4:30, Hartford temperature, 34 degrees. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. A man who ran across I-84 in West Hartford to fight another motorist has been identified as a Philadelphia resident. State troopers say 28-year-old Hanif McKnight got out of his rig Tuesday afternoon and stopped traffic to take on a box truck driver in what investigators say was a road rage incident eastbound at exit 44. McKnight was struck and killed by the box truck. The investigation is ongoing. Prosecutors say University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore threatened to kill himself in front of a woman with whom he'd been having an affair after she broke off the relationship and reported it to school officials. He was charged today with stalking and home invasion. The university fired the 39-year-old on Wednesday, saying he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. He was subsequently arrested, spent 2 nights in jail. Moore appeared virtually on a television monitor at his arraignment earlier today. President Trump has been sued by preservationists seeking an architecture review and congressional approval of his White House ballroom project. The National Trust for Historic Preservation wants a federal court to stop the ballroom project until it goes through comprehensive design reviews, public comments, and wins approval from Congress. Search continues for 3 masked suspects who pulled off an armed home invasion in Hartford Thursday evening. Investigators say they got into the Putnam Heights home through an unlocked window, bound the victim with duct tape, and made off with phones and a wallet. They were seen on video surveillance making their getaway in a car that was parked nearby. Teenager shot in the capital city Thursday night is recovering. Officers were called to check out a shot spotter on Heartland Avenue. 17-year-old has non-life-threatening injuries. And fire in Durham shut down a portion of a road in town today. Crews have been working after a house caught fire this morning on Route 147. No word of any injuries. The area of 147 at Route 17 is still closed. Wall Street, the Dow finished down 245 points today. The NASDAQ gave back 398, and the S&P was off 73. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The holidays were tricky for the Colonel. He loved people, but he also loved peace and quiet. So he cooked up KFC's $4.99 chicken pot pie. Warm, flaky, with savory sauce and vegetables. It's a tender, chicken-filled excuse to get some time to yourself and step away from decking the halls, whatever that means. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. KFC's Chicken Pot Pie, the best $4.99 you'll spend this season.
Prices and participation may vary while supplies last. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Woman. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
Here we go.
Additional details.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
And you can donate, please, by texting WTIC to 31333. Text WTIC to 31333. Today's program is sponsored by the folks at Brown, Penderis, and Scott Law Firm. Sitting next to me, to my left, is a man that everybody is waiting for me to have a conversation with. and that is Senator Richard Blumenthal, who was gracious enough to come and sit on my program after I sent him several emails that were very, very much ignored, but I'm sure he is going to make up for that right now. So we'll do that in a little bit. Senator, if I could, real quick, throw your headphones on real quick. Just only a minute before we go up to traffic, and then we'll start with the interview. You are here because you are a huge supporter of the folks here at the Salvation Army, the Holiday Store. In general, you do a lot of charitable work. I've seen you all over the state. Anything you want to say real quick about the good works that the folks at Salvation Army are doing? They've inspired me enough that I'm going to try to volunteer as much as I possibly can. Lord knows I don't do anything else.
Have they accepted you as a volunteer?
It would be wise.
Just kidding.
Okay. I think it would. No, I'm trying my best.
In a word,
yes.
Please give.
Yeah.
Be generous at this
Indeed.
time of year because, I deal with a lot of charities, and when I was Attorney General, I actually investigated some sham charities.
Wow.
And I investigated charities that had a lot of money go to overhead salaries.
Yeah.
In the Salvation Army, it all goes to help people.
Yeah.
And if you contribute to the Salvation Army, you know it's going to have an impact in transforming people's lives. It's not just about, bell ringing. They do shelter, they do services, they do food. It's just an amazing organization.
I will tell you this, and I've been saying this for the longest, especially during the Holiday Store. I believe this. I believe that our federal government can learn from what the work that this charity does and what Salvation Army does in general, because for them, I hate to use the word recidivism, but when they help folks, the objective is to never have them return. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the kind of work that they do. That's why I think that they're so effective. Is like when you come in for help, it's real help, and what they're doing, their model needs to be spread to everywhere. Every other organization needs to figure out how they're doing it and how they're doing it so well.
That is such a good point. The federal government could learn a lot. So could the state government. So could a lot of other organizations. I just learned, talking to folks here, that 94% of the people who come through their shelter find permanent housing.
Yeah.
That is an amazing record of success.
Yeah. We need more of that. And actually, not to correct you, Senator, I hear it's 95%.
90? Okay. Hey,
hey, success is success.
I'm happy to be corrected as long as it's higher.
That's right. Let's get a check on weather and traffic when we come back. More with Senator Richard Blumenthal right here at the Holiday Store in Glastonbury at the Homewood Suites by Hilton. Here's Tom O'Hanlon filling in for Mark Christopher in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. On the westbound side of 84, we are slowing down with stop and go through East Hartford, and then it gets heavier by the time you're approaching Route 2. 2 is heavy up into 84 westbound, and crossing the river to Hartford, lots of company there. Founders Bridge is packed with traffic, too, if you're going over to the Hartford side. And eastbound on 84 up through Parkville, we're hitting the brakes. And then again, as you're getting into the area right around downtown Hartford, 91 southbound is busy getting down through North Meadows. And also another note you need to know about in Southington, a crash, 2 vehicles involved on 84 eastbound between exit 30 and 31. The right lane is closed. And in Rocky Hill, a northbound 91 exit 24 is shut down because of a water main break on Route 99, Silas Dean Highway. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
After a gorgeous day, clouds on the increase tonight with a low temperature of 21. Mostly cloudy on your Saturday, the high 36. Snow then Saturday night into early Sunday, looking for a total of 1 to 2 inches in the city, up to 3 inches further south of Hartford. And the farther north you go, a little bit lesser amounts, closer to a half an inch to an inch of snow. The low temperature tomorrow night, 24, with slippery travel. The high temperature on Sunday after the snow ends, 27 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky. Breezy early Monday, otherwise partly sunny. The high temperature only 25 degrees. Tuesday's high 32 with a partly sunny sky. And by Wednesday, we are up to 40 with a mix of sun and clouds. Right now, it's 30 in Oxford, 36 in Granby, and 36 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
Join us this Sunday for Tumalo Financial, your go-to for retirement planning and taxes. Tune into the father-son duo from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or catch replay from 5 to 6 p.m. Tumalo Financial, retirement planning with integrity on WTIC News Talk 1080.
This holiday season, when you get them STIHL, batteries are included. Buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit STIHLUSA.com for gift ideas and seasonal savings. Happy holidays from STIHL. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Hi, Eric Hogarth, Money Wisdom. This week we're going to talk about mistakes made right before retirement and even into retirement, how to avoid them. Tune in. It's Saturday at 8:30 right here on TIC News Talk 1080.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it.
800-472-0658. 800-472-0658. 800-472-0658. That's 800-472-0658.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio.
1 minute.
Himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal.
And 10.
Your inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Can't get to a holiday store? Donate right now by texting WTIC to 31333.
That's right. You heard the big voice. Text WTIC to 31333. I am Reese on the radio. This is WTIC News Talk 1080. Here to my left, I am going to say it's an honor. I have not, other than privately, spoken to or interviewed a senator of your stature. You are nationally known, and we don't agree. I know I'm a conservative. You're on the left. We fight all the time. You know what would actually really be a good get? Maybe you can help me out. Can you get Chris Murphy on my program? Come on, talk to you, buddy.
I'll do my best. I mean, you're having me on just to get Chris Murphy on.
No. I'm having you on, and I'm asking you to get Chris Murphy on. I'm just as happy to have you on as I am Chris Murphy.
Hey, you're trying to, do a take back.
No. I'm saying, no, I'm not taking it back. Having you on, that's already accomplished.
The answer is yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Murphy.
No, I mean, Chris Murphy
I'm
and
just
I.
kidding you.
No, Chris Murphy and I, we go way back. I'm the president of his fan club. You may have heard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm the president of his fan club. I think he's absolutely a stellar individual.
Count me in your club.
You don't want to be a part of this club. Senator Blumenthal, thank you again for being part of the program. We talked off the air about the DQuat thing, and I thank you for telling me that you're going to look into it. Please come back to the program when we're in studio, because what I want to do is get you to talk to some of the folks from CAES, Greg Bugby, talk to Jeffrey Cordisco from C&D Underwater Maintenance, because these guys are literally hands, I want to say boots on the ground, but they're in the water, and they are trying to, at least Jeffrey Cordisco of C&D, what they want to do is to make sure that there are no poisons being put into the Connecticut River, so that, one, we don't kill wildlife, and two, we don't harm, constituents.
Right. Needless to say, poison in the Connecticut River or any of our rivers or coves or lakes is the last thing I want to do.
Right.
Hydrilla is a threat.
Right.
We can agree on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we agree wholeheartedly.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people got the impression on the hydrilla thing that we didn't understand the dangers. And we did. You had been following this since 2019. You had been in the forefront of this, but you were taking the leadership of those who were telling you what they could use in order to get this done. And you've always admitted that you weren't an expert on it. We totally understand that. But when we heard about it and started to research it, what we wanted to do was to see if there was an alternative, because we didn't just want to say, okay, what Senator Blumenthal is doing, obviously he doesn't care about the folks here. We were concerned about that. I'll tell you that right off the bat. But the only way we could find that out is if we had a conversation with you, and that was the reason why I approached you when you were endorsing John Larson for his next bid or his next election. And I appreciate you, reaching out to me, which you did. You gave me a phone call after we had our discussion. I sent you an email. So thank you again for coming here and not shying away from the opportunity to come and talk to me.
Absolutely.
So,
I never shy away from controversy.
I hear you.
And you just characterized it as conservative, and I think you said left or liberal.
Liberal, whatever.
But you know what? Every day, I try to reach across the aisle, try to work with conservatives on protecting kids on the internet, for example.
Right.
I have a bill called the Kids Online Safety Act, which now has 71 co-sponsors. It's bipartisan. It passed the Senate last session, 91-3. My co-sponsor is Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to protect kids from AI and others from the chatbots and so forth. I'm working with Josh Hawley.
We hope that we'll get you on board to protect kids in the library too, Senator. There are some books that are going in there that we need to have a conversation about.
Well, let's talk.
Okay, we'll have you on. Like I said, this is about the Salvation Army because, again, let me put it to you this way. Perfect example. Things like this get you and I into a room, right? Because helping people who are in need is a bipartisan issue. We don't need to be divisive on this. I think that it's one thing. I'm in sobriety. I talk about it often. They say it's anonymous. I am not anonymous about where I am. The one thing that I always say about sobriety is that everybody who's in the room with me, they may hate my guts, they may not even like my politics, but they never ever want to see me lose my sobriety. I think when we're talking about charity, no matter what we think about each other politically, what we think about each other socially or socioeconomically, we can all come together when it comes to people in need. Your dollar is just as worthy as my dollar in the effort of giving and making sure that people's lives are better. If we
I
can
agree
make it
totally.
better. Tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Salvation Army and why you're here.
Well, Salvation Army is really a model of an effective, efficient charity. Now, that may sound a little bit cold, effective, efficient, but in order to have an effective charity, you have to give with your heart, and your head.
Right.
And charities need to be run with heart and caring, but also smart heads.
Yeah.
And the Salvation Army is profoundly effective. We mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, that statistic about 95% of people who come to the shelter go on to permanent housing.
Right.
Now, permanent housing is not just about bricks and mortar. It's about going on to employment. It's about going on to sobriety. It's about going on to reuniting with friends and family, no longer being homeless.
Right. Getting your life back together.
Getting your life back together. In this country, one of the atrocities is there are homeless veterans.
Yeah.
Think of it. Greatest nation in the history of the world. And some of our veterans don't have homes.
Yeah.
They're out on the streets. So I am the ranking member of the Veterans Affairs Committee.
Okay.
This is not about charity. This is what we owe them as people who've served our country. And we have tried to develop more programs on homelessness, on saving people from substance abuse disorder. Often it is the result of PTS. Even in peacetime, people can have PTS.
Absolutely. My wife, former military, also suffers from PTSD.
Thank you for your service.
And you being a chairman of Veteran Affairs, one of the things that I've found the Salvation Army is doing, I went to Marshall House. And one of the things that they told me, something I've been preaching on this show since I got into radio, was that the failures of being able to help folks, especially veterans, is dealing with them with a one-size-fits-all solution. What I found in the Salvation Army, in talking to them, being inside that Marshall House, was that they saw every person as an individual because no two issues of homelessness are alike. Would that be more helpful to some of your campaign or some of your efforts?
That's why
dealing
the
with that?
Salvation Army, I think, is, again, going to your very, very important question, why it's a model for what we need to do in government, because too much of government is one size fits all. Everybody is the same. There are no two people who are alike in this world.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of
Do you
human
think
beings.
that's the problem that government is having with solving the problem of homeless veterans or homelessness at all? I mean, places like California and New York is because they're sort of dealing with it in a one-size-fits-all way?
I think that is part of the problem.
Okay.
Lack of resources. The VA has cut staff. The VA is 30,000 fewer personnel, meaning less VA health care, less substance use disorder treatment. I have been fighting these cuts and furloughs, the cancellations of contracts, which is why the Salvation Army is all the more important. For anybody who says, well, I haven't given to the Salvation Army before, why should I do it this year? It's more necessary than ever before because the government resources have been cut back. I don't need to tell you the food aid has been reduced.
No, you and I are probably going to have different views on that. I understand where you're coming from, and I understand people who are saying that the administration cutting those things may be sort of done with a broad sword, so to speak, not considering the damage that might be done to some of those programs. You and I have a policy difference on that. But I will say this, and I'm sure that you'll agree, that places like the Salvation Army are more effective because of the fact that, they're not a government sort of run organization. They run it because in order to exist, in order to be able to get donations, they have to have a track record of doing the work.
Well, government is a little bit like people. There are agencies that are better than others.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
Some of them are very effective, and some not so much. I'm on the Armed Services Committee. We're voting on the National Defense Authorization Act, which will be close to $1 trillion. I support the National Defense Authorization Act. I believe in a strong national defense. I have supported Ukraine because I think Putin is a threat to us, just as he slaughters Ukrainians. I think he would go further. I don't want to get into a political
No, it's all right. Because trust me, a war will brew right here, Senator. No, listen, go ahead. No, you and I are going to have different agreements. I'm going to let you go because you're our guest here. We'll get into that when we have another meeting.
The Defense Department could reduce some of its spending.
Right.
Other agencies have programs that are very cost effective.
Right.
So when you compare government to the Salvation Army, I agree with you. Salvation Army is a place people can go with their dollars and be very comfortable and confident that they will be well used.
That's the thing that we need to get more of government to do. Now, I know you don't believe that this administration is doing that, and I know that may, all in all, be politics. It is not a place to go at this time because I don't have that much time with you. So I just appreciate you. I could go so many different places here because I'm telling you right now, my audiences go to war, Reese, and I'm going, no, this is about the Salvation Army. They're not going to do that. I want to make sure that I coddle you enough to return, and then we can go to war. So,
well, I want to make sure that at the end of this, you don't throw this apple pie.
I will never ever do that. I would never do that. No, I'm
just kidding.
You have no idea how much I appreciate you coming by. When I heard you were coming by to my show, I was saying to myself, somebody lied to him and told him I'm off today. You're not coming, but I'm happy.
Well, they gave me a choice. I could do it early in the morning with someone else.
Yeah. Well, you can say his name, Brian.
Brian.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to come by and see you.
Really?
Because I've been trying to bone up on some of the issues I think you might raise on your show. But, I'd love to continue the conversation. And let me just say about the Salvation Army, what I have found so extraordinary about the Salvation Army services is people listen.
Yes.
I tell people the most important thing I do as a public official is to listen. People say to me, do you do polls? I don't do polls.
Right.
I come home every weekend and I listen. And that's how I learn about problems. I listen to the people from Boxes to Boots, for example.
Yes, let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, sending the military care packages.
Yeah.
There wasn't a government service that told me about that. It's the individual. Kristen told. You know, she contacted my office through you guys, actually.
Yeah.
And thank you, by the way, WTIC and all of your team, because you reached out to me. I give you guys a lot of credit. But Kristen is the hero here because she's trying to get these boxes of snacks and socks and toiletries to troops out there, the military care packages. She had 1,100 of them.
Yeah.
And the Postal Service and the customs people, talk about government, held them up. They said they weren't labeled properly, and they went into a limbo. Anyway, make a long story short, we got the problem solved.
Yeah.
And I went there today, this morning, and saw them loading the packages, finalizing them.
I got to give it to you because you actually, when we contacted you, we heard immediately. I remember when Joey told me that they were reaching out to your office because you were very much involved. You knew very much what was going on, that you immediately responded by saying, hey, let's get to the bottom of this. So I commend you. In fact, where's my sound effect here? Where we always play our little sound. We always play our applause button there. There it is. Okay, maybe it comes through. Who knows? Anyway, I'm applauding the senator.
This sounds like my
not.
trying to use technology.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, forget about it. I'm a mess if I don't have my core stuff sitting here. So I know that you got to go. Please read my email. I'll send it to you again just to make sure that you do. It just pretty much just says, as per our conversation. You'll see Reese on the radio. And see if you can get together with me. Now, I have to ask you this before we leave. I deal with you, and I don't deal with any one of your people, so to speak, which I really appreciate. Even with the Boxes to Boots, people can contact you and get involved with you. That is absolutely unheard of, especially for a senator, even of your stature. So I want to thank you for that you actually pick up the phone and call and at least show the respect to say, hey, I got your email. Hey, I'm responding to this, and we'll get right on it. So I thank you for that.
Well, thank you.
No matter what the problem is, you at least come and address it, and that's absolutely standard.
That is something that is so important to me. I want to hear directly from people because I have a great staff. They are really dedicated and hardworking,
but they only get in the way.
But when someone wants to get hold of me,
yeah.
We have a joke in my office because I give out my cell phone to
you do
all kinds of. You have it.
Yeah. I've called you plenty of times.
But that's part of listening.
Yeah.
You can't listen if you're inaccessible.
Yeah.
I listen and I try to show up.
Well, that we appreciate, no matter what. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we'll turn you into a Republican. It could happen. It could happen.
Thank you.
Senator Richard Blumenthal right here live on Reese on the Radio. We will be back. More news, more views. Tom O'Hanlon, he's in for Mark Christopher. He's in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. This traffic report is brought to you by Columbia Implant Center in Manchester. 84 westbound has stop and go through West Hartford. Then by the time you get over near Main Street and Route 2, it's pretty heavy over into Hartford. On the eastbound side of 84, boy, is that solid traffic from West Hartford as you're working your way up through Parkville and all the way up into downtown Hartford. Some stop and go in 91 southbound at North Meadows, but not too bad, a little better now. And 91 is okay going north into Hartford. We're also looking at Southington. We have a crash on 84 eastbound between exits 30 and 31. It was one lane. Now the right and center lanes are closed as they clean that up. Stuck in traffic again? Don't waste another minute. Columbia Implant Center in Manchester gets you in and out fast, often in just one day. Open 7 days a week. Get your smile back now. Columbia Implant Center, ColumbiaImplantCenter.com. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
We will continue to see the clouds lower and thicken during the overnight period down to 21 degrees. Mostly cloudy, the high 36 tomorrow. Snow tomorrow night into the first part of Sunday with 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Down to 24 degrees tomorrow night. Watch out for slippery travel and that extends through the first part of Sunday. Sunday afternoon, mostly cloudy, the high only 27 Sunday afternoon. Partly sunny, very cold Monday, the high 25. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
WTIC is celebrating 100 years on the air and 100 years of serving Connecticut. This is WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford, an Odyssey station.
5 o'clock, 33 degrees in Hartford. I'm John Silva. WTIC 1080 News in a Michigan courtroom this afternoon.
Mr. Moore, could you state your name, please?
Fired University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore was arraigned on felony home invasion and stalking charges. He's free on $25,000 bond with conditions.
We understood on the no contact and no vote, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Moore was canned this week for having an inappropriate relationship with an underling. He was later arrested at the home of his alleged mistress, threatening suicide shortly thereafter. Britain's King Charles says his cancer treatment's going well with less treatment required.
I'm Peter King. In a message recorded for British television, King Charles credits
early diagnosis, effective intervention, and adherence to doctor's orders. My own schedule of cancer treatment can be reduced in the new year.
The 77-year-old King used the TV time to send a message that early diagnosis and testing saves lives.
Your life, or the life of someone you love, may depend upon it.
The British Cancer website reported a surge in visits after the King publicly disclosed his cancer last year. Peter King, CBS News.
Sunday marks 13 years since the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown. An interfaith service will be held Sunday night at 7 at Newtown Congregational Church. The Newtown Action Alliance continues its gun control efforts. Board advisor Matt Holden, who survived the shooting, as a first grader, says members are looking to make a long-term impact.
You know, there's not a lot we can do, but what we've been focusing on right now is just still, meeting with people that we know, lobbying Congress, and just working to kind of build that base so that in hopefully 3 years when we do have the presidency and have, both houses back, we have people who are there and willing to be champions for us and willing to, pass the laws like Lisa Alpin's ban and like Ethan's law.
Flags around the state will be flown at half-staff throughout Sunday. Federal judge has blocked U.S. immigration authorities from re-detaining Kilmar Abrego Garcia, saying she feared they might take him into custody again just hours after she'd ordered his release from a detention center. The order came as Abrego Garcia appeared as scheduled at an appointment at an ICE field house roughly 14 hours after he walked out of immigration detention in Pennsylvania. Simon Sandoval Moschenberg is one of Garcia's attorneys.
He's heading back to Prince George's County to be with his family, with his child, with his wife, who are waiting there for him. Everyone is extremely happy about this. Obviously, everyone knows that it's not the end of the story.
Garcia, Salvadorian national, was mistakenly deported to his home country, earlier this year. Teenager in the hospital after he was shot Thursday night in Hartford. Police were called to check out a shot spotter on Heartland Ave. They found the 17-year-old conscious and alert, suffering from a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital. Injuries are believed to be non-life-threatening. What a mess in parts of Washington state where rain has unleashed flooding in some areas.
In areas that are not flooded, you would have no idea there's anything going on. There's not rain, it's business as usual. Restaurants are open, stores are open, people are going to work. This is very localized flooding. That's in areas like Burlington and Mount Vernon. Now, but when you go to a town like Hamilton that was completely inundated with water, those homes, almost all of them, were completely flooded with several feet of water. So there's no one around there.
It's correspondent Carter Evans. Dow finished down 245 points today. The NASDAQ ended the week in the red 398, and the S&P was down 73. For these stories and more, go to WTIC.com. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
When it comes to a life insurance, everyone's whistling the Big Lou tune. If you're over 50, maybe a bit porky, or have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost about $200 a month. Even if you're not in perfect health, call Big Lou, because he specializes in finding big chunks of affordable term life insurance for just about everyone. Don't let diabetes or other health glitches keep you from owning $500,000 to $1 million or more of term life insurance. For affordable term life insurance, call Big Lou. Don't hesitate. Call 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898 or visit biglou.com.
Call Big Lou, don't hesitate. 800-6898. Call Big Lou, don't hesitate. 800-700-6898. Visit biglou.com.
The hour that packs a punch. It's Reese on the Radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
By the way, we would normally do Hollywood news here, but I can't get my audio sound bites to work correctly. So I did want to mention this, that there are a lot of very well-known actors that are associated with the folks here at the Salvation Army. I was looking at this list and I was going, wow, I didn't even know half of these people were involved. We already mentioned Simon and Garfunkel having songs related to the Salvation Army, but check out some of these names that have been a part of what the Salvation Army does. This, of course, is Candace Cameron Bure, if that's how you pronounce her name, from Full House. She was also Hilary Duff. You remember her from Lizzie McGuire. Also, Dame Judi Dench from Skyfall was also one of the spokespersons. These two kids from the Spy Kids movie, Alexa Pena Vega. Is it Pena? Oh, Pena Vega. Okay, fine. One of the Spy Kids kids and her little brother were also, spokespersons for the Salvation Army. James Corden of The Late Late Show. Jackie Chan also has worked with them. And the aforementioned almost could play Roland in the Reese on the Radio musical. Chris Rock was also involved with the Salvation Army. And I have to mention Jerry Lewis.
Okay, I was curious if it would make your list. Because
Okay.
I almost talked to him.
Jerry Lewis?
No. One year when I filled in for the afternoon, Tony Hawk.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
like, talk about a childhood dream that
That's
came true.
right.
Was Tony
That's
Hawk.
right. Also,
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Parker Stevenson, Jelly Roll, Robert Davi, who I love. He gave me my first autograph ever. And if you're into the Jonas Brothers, Nick Jonas has also been a spokesperson for the Salvation Army. So there you go. There's a bunch of very, very popular and relatable actors and actresses and celebrities who have been involved with the Salvation Army. And you can too. You may not be a celebrity, but you can act like one.
And you
give
know what's
all your
amazing?
money.
All those celebrities,
Yeah.
zero scandals with
That's
Salvation
right.
Army.
Absolutely. No scandal.
Something to be said about that.
Let's get another check of weather and traffic. Tom O'Hanlon is in for Mark Christopher in the BPS Traffic Center. When we return, by the way, we have got Eric Person from the Home Builders Remodelers Association. We'll talk to him and his involvement with the Salvation Army as well.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 westbound is loaded up through East Hartford, but especially from Route 2 over and across the river into Hartford is slowing down. On the eastbound side of 84, we're busy from Prospect Avenue to downtown Hartford. In Southington, they are still working on a crash on 84 eastbound between exits 28 and 30. Now the center lane is closed. Route 2 is loaded up into 84. 3 had a bit of stop and go feeding into 2 in vicinity, but otherwise okay. 91 southbound slowed down from 291 to around Main Street. And in New Haven, delays on 91 southbound into New Haven and southbound through New Haven on 95-2. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
We've got a partly to mostly cloudy sky tonight with a low temperature of 20. On your Saturday, more clouds than sun with a high of 36. Flurries tomorrow night will transition to a steady snow and then end early on Sunday, but not before accumulating 1 to 2 inches of snow in the city, so there will be some slippery travel, low temperature 24. Cloudy on Sunday, the high 30, and we are down to 11 above on Sunday night with a clear sky, and Monday we'll see a partly sunny sky, but on the chilly side with a high of 25. Right now it's 37 in Manchester, 36 in Plainville, and 34 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
It's time to order your certified Angus beef rib roast for the holidays from Highland Park Market. Highland Park Market also has delicious chef-prepared side dishes and our famous Swedish cardamom ring in limpa bread. Nobody does it better than Highland Park Market. Only in Manchester, Glastonbury, Farmington, and at highlandparkmarket.com.
Looking for the best ways to prepare for retirement this year? Then be sure to tune in to Johnson Brunetti's Money Wisdom tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com. If you have a 2004 or newer vehicle that's out of warranty or about to be, Endurance is urgently notifying U.S. drivers about their low-cost vehicle coverage plan designed to save drivers thousands on rising vehicle repair costs. Those who qualify can pick their plan, coverage, and repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental cars included. All covered repairs get paid directly to the repair shop for you. Call now for your free quote. Call 800-458-1375. That's 800-458-1375.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio. Gutter Protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a leaf filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off.
Here we go.
Filter.com/deal for up to 30% off. Leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon, and you're listening to Reese on the Radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, we are back, and it is Reese on the Radio live at Homewood Suites by Hilton. Got to remember that, in Glastonbury. This is the Brown Penduras and Scott Law Firm sponsored holiday store with the Salvation Army. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. The gentleman to my left, not to be outdone by Senator Richard Blumenthal, is Eric Person, who is of the president, right? President of the Home Builders Remodelers Association.
That's right.
That's correct. Okay. Now, you might need to bring your mic just a little bit closer just so they can hear you. I want to be able to hear. So, you folks, and I'm gonna guess here, because if I'm understanding your bio, you guys are involved with the Salvation Army to help with building homes?
No, so we're involved with Salvation Army because our members are very philanthropic. They like to raise money and help those less fortunate.
Okay.
But the Salvation Army is the best vehicle to do that.
Okay, talk to me about that.
The Salvation Army Impact. For us to go and raise money, we wouldn't know how to distribute it, who to help, where to get the funds.
Really?
So that's how we partner with the Salvation Army, because they're in the communities. They have the resources to help people at their most desperate times. And they're there. They've got the network. They've got the resources, and it's amazing what they do. I mean,
so is your association, like, in essence, do you fundraise to get money to the Salvation Army? Is that okay?
That's one of the things we do.
Okay.
Yeah. So our association, we're a membership-based organization. Our members are home builders, remodelers, and then all suppliers that go into anything residential construction related.
Wow.
So, and we raise money. We have a charitable foundation, separate arm, that raises money throughout the year, and then this is, I believe, almost our 20th year being the presenting sponsor of the holiday store.
Wow, that's amazing. And what was the impetus? Like, what brought all of this to? Like, were you looking for a charitable organization? How did that sort of synergy?
So it started actually. Obviously, everyone knows what the Salvation Army is, but we've had members that have used the services as children and things in the past. So the impact that it's had on them, the ability that's given them to change their lives and to become successful business people. So we've had a few people that said, they have a huge impact. They do the right thing. The overhead is very low. It's not, a lot of money going to overhead and things. So the money's going to the cause. So that's why we've partnered with Salvation Army for
You
so
know,
long.
it's so funny. The running theme this year for me on this program, with everyone I've had to interview, and I say had to interview because I wouldn't know who to speak to, but every person that they bring to me to interview, I love talking to them because I learn one thing over and over again. It turns out that many of the people who are now donating or participating or volunteers, they all were a part of the Salvation Army. Like they all in their youth. I mean, so many people went for. We spoke to a young lady, Serenity, who's now one of the directors of the camp, was a camp member. It's like once you get involved, once you're involved in the Salvation Army, you're immediately inspired to do something to give back because they've benefited so much from it. And as I was talking to the senator, like this is bar none, like one of the best run organizations that I've ever heard, because and it's not just the 95% success rate. It's that everyone I talk to about it is just like they are inspired to. My wife and I have been inspired to. We were here 2-3 years ago, and I don't think I was that inspired. Like I came in and I was just doing a job, and I really didn't get to sort of talk to anyone. But this time, actually doing it during my show and talking to everyone from the major, his wife, Debbie, and everybody I've spoken to has now made me go, yeah, guy, you might need to join.
Yeah.
Like, you may need to.
And there, for the grace of God, it could be anybody at any day. And, it's important that we support organizations like the Salvation Army because, again, you never know. A lot of people are just one paycheck away from a disaster or something happening, losing a job, something else that you never know if it's going to happen to you. But, we want to make sure that those resources are there, that the Salvation Army is propped up as much as we can and do the right thing.
So when you do the fundraising for the Salvation Army, and I know you said it's conducted usually by the members.
Yep.
Right? Now, is there like a gala where folks get together and then, outsiders can donate to your gala? Like, how's that work?
Yeah, so every other year we do a charitable auction for our charitable foundation. We just did it last month for our 2-year cycle, and we'll raise about $100,000 through that event. That will fund 2 cycles of this presenting sponsor, and we also support other organizations as well.
Sure.
But the primary focus is the Salvation Army. We just had our holiday party last night and put out an appeal to the members to, again, donate, not just through us, but themselves to the Salvation Army. And then we've kind of had this tradition for about those 20 years that on Christmas Eve, our members gather at the Avon Old Farms Inn Christmas Eve morning at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And they bring their kids, they bring little ones, they bring grandparents and things. But we have a bunch of members that get together and kind of have that final push. Brian the other morning called us the closers because we come in.
That's funny because that's what I remember you from. I'm saying to myself, why does that guy look familiar from 2020? Were you there in 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So I was wondering, it was a big, like it was that last day where everybody was.
Everybody
was
comes
there.
in and it's great. My kids, when they were little, they would go with me to it. They're all older now. They're adults, but it's just neat and it's just part of that. I think what we do is it's instilling that sense of giving back to the community in the younger generation. So they see people getting together. They see people supporting each other, and the members will do it in lots of creative ways. But,
I think that's it's funny because that is very contagious. When you do it, and that's what I'm noticing. It's like the contagion is I've been a part of it, now I want to give back. Once I've been introduced to the organization, now I want to give.
Yep.
It absolutely just ebbs and it just flows with every person you touch. It's almost like a virus. It's weird, but in a good way.
Right.
In that sense. So I'm sorry, back to the fundraiser. So is it just like, do you hold a gala and just the members of the organization all chip in, or do you do an event outside of it? It's just
the auction is the major one that we do. We'll do some smaller ones throughout the year, but the auction is the big one. Our members.
Auction?
It's funny. It's pretty much everything you can imagine. We have traditional auction things, some gift baskets, gift cards, trips, stuff like that. But we also have a lot of building materials. So you can buy sinks. You can get.
So it's literally everything and the kitchen sink.
And the kitchen sink. Yeah, it's funny. It's people will have if there's a door order that was wrong or something. There's an extra door, like a front door that you can bid on the front door. And
you can bid on the front door.
You can bid on the front door.
Oh, you guys make it interesting.
Garage doors, you name it. But it's we had 227 items that were up for auction, and like I said, it raises about $100,000. We have dueling pianos there, so it's kind of entertainment. It's open bar. It's just lots of food and stuff. So
dueling pianos.
Now,
I'm a big piano bar guy.
Okay.
So is it kind of that feel?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
So then the obvious question to suggest is, do I get an invite to the next one?
We'd love to have you next year.
I would
Absolutely.
love to. And if there is an emceeing position, I would love it if somebody would offer it. I'm just saying.
Well, we have about 5 or 6 live items that we auction off, so
Okay.
it'd be a great thing to have you be the auctioneer.
We'll see if my contract lasts.
There you go.
I mean, you just had it, so the next one is in the
2
next
years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And can you disclose where it is? Like what?
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
at the AquaTurf. So a lot of people are familiar with the AquaTurf,
Yeah.
and it's kind of centrally located for our service area. But it's our members come. They bring their friends. They bring their guests. It's not just our members exclusively, but it's a lot of fun. It's a great evening.
You said that the donations, well, at least the donations you accumulate somewhere in or around like $100,000.
Yeah.
Do you guys try to meet like a new mark each time that you hold it? Do you try to raise a little more?
Yeah, we try to raise a little more, and we kind of organize it. We have members that kind of create teams, and then so the teams kind of play off each other, have a little competition, have a little fun, harass each other a little bit. So
great. That is good.
There's some bragging rights that go along with whoever can bring the most items in.
And this is a private event, right? So it's not open to.
It's the membership base for the most part.
Right.
I mean, they bring friends, they bring non-members.
Right.
It's I wouldn't say it's like an advertised, we open to the public, but anybody can attend.
Well, no, the reason why I'm asking is because it's interesting that, home builders, remodelers, and all of that get together and have this organization. Tell me why the organization sort of melded all of these groups together.
Yeah, so we do a lot of, throughout the year, we do a lot of education training for our members. The weird thing about Connecticut is there's actually no licensing in Connecticut for home builders. So what we do is the members that are part of us are people that are successful, but they want to grow their business. They want to stay on top of the latest trends and the latest codes that are changing. So we do a lot of that kind of information in helping our members be more successful. The great thing about the association, I've been there 18 years now, and I never thought I'd be there that long, but there's a culture of, it's not just about making the piece of the pie bigger for me or my business. It's about making the whole pie bigger for all the members, and there's definitely that culture there. The thing that the public knows us best for, and that we're probably most known with the public, is we produce the Connecticut Home and Remodeling Show at the Convention Center every March. So that's been our big fundraiser every year. Actually, this will be our 78th year doing that. And it's just a great way to promote the members, promote the services. If you're looking for roofing, siding, windows, doors, outside living, you can find all that there.
Not to get political, but how much of this new housing bill affects you guys, whether it's negative, positive? Do you guys see this as a net positive, or do you you're not really sure yet?
It's we definitely view it as a positive. It's not the ultimate goal. It's not completely everything that we want, but it's kind of that it's the lots of chunks of to eat the elephant, if you will. So housing affordability is a huge issue. This does take some steps to get towards that.
It makes it difficult on the home builders because in essence they may make homes affordable for individuals, but no one ever addresses, what you have to purchase in order to build homes, like lumber and things like that.
Yeah, and all those material costs go up.
It could be a net loss for you.
During COVID, there was a lot of people that were actually losing money on homes that they were building because the prices just went through the roof, and people had contracts to build houses and things. The affordability is a big part, and it's not just the materials, but it's the land costs. And the trouble with Connecticut is that we've developed and built a lot of land on areas that have infrastructure, so that has the sewer and water and things, and you can build a little bit more dense things and maximize the property. It's when you get out to more rural areas that don't have the water and structure and infrastructure that's there, it's hard to maximize. It's hard to get the density on the land to make it worthwhile. So that's all driving the cost of housing up. And it's the crazy thing is there's the days of building starter homes are gone. I mean. Because again, you've still got a kitchen, you've got bathrooms, you've got all those things. There's different finishes and things you can have in there, but you still have some of those basic things. The average cost of a new home right now is in like $600,000, $700,000, which is crazy. So.
Yeah, I came here before the 2-year hiatus in Texas. We were in Virginia, and we were seeing that as well. Yeah. We talked to a lot of those home builders associations. My wife and I went to one of their events, and that was one of the things they were talking about. The comparable cost was $600,000 to $700,000, and right now we know that that's an affordability issue. New homes for individuals they can't afford. a
Right.
rate like that. They're looking at maybe $300,000 at best.
Right, and also a lot of the folks that have those 3% mortgages, they're not moving. So you have that ladder effect where you might have a house, you live there for 7-8 years, you move up to a different house, you start a family and things. The people that have those 3% mortgages aren't moving; they're staying in their homes. That's why our
Indeed.
remodelers are so busy, because people are making improvements to the homes and they're staying there. So we definitely need to build more housing. That if you have more supply, it's going to drive down the cost of things. So
Wow.
so it's a challenging time right now. But
Yeah. But nonetheless, you know what? You guys find the time to at least do your gala,
Yep.
and still contribute. It's good to have folks like you guys who are doing the good work. I know that, again, this is a weird time in Connecticut. I just, to be honest with you, because we just bought a house recently, just about 2 years ago, so we understand the troubles that you guys go through.
Yeah.
But you should, you know what? If I can, I've got your card. Will you come back on the program? We can talk about this a little further.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
All right, I definitely
All right.
will. I
Reese,
appreciate
thank
you
you.
coming by, man, and good luck to you and all the folks over at the organization, and we wish them luck. But come on back and tell us how you folks are doing.
We'll definitely do that.
Okay?
Thank you.
I appreciate you, folks. We are going to get up out of here in a couple of minutes. Roseanne is going to return. We'll talk about how she talked the senator's ear off while he was trying to leave the building. No, I'm kidding. She was actually fantastic. He actually, you know what? You guys got along a little bit, huh? Look, yeah, it's military, right? Yeah. Right now, there are people who are screaming in my ear. Trust me. I will talk to you about that in a little bit. We'll get it in a second. No, not you. I'm just teasing. Let me see. When we come back, Roseanne will be back here. We'll wrap it all up. We also will give a recap of what we did earlier today, so stand by for that as well. Don't forget, you got to go to WTIC or text WTIC to 31333. Again, WTIC to 31333. We'll check the numbers on that, see if we got any movement there. Also, come on down to Avon Old Farms on Tuesday, right? That's where we're going to be as we get closer and closer to the holiday. You guys should come on by to come see Reese on the Radio there. On Monday, we'll be back in the studio. We'll do what we do best there, giving you all the news and all the views. We'll also read your comments in the chat room when we get out of here, so stand by for that. I am literally just running my mouth so we can get to the break, because I could just, talk like a, hi, how are you guys? How are you? Okay, thank you for coming by. Did you want to give, did you have a, okay, she doesn't want to. I'm not going to ask you to speak.
He doesn't bite.
I'm not going to ask you to speak. She's very nervous. Don't worry, the camera won't be on you. Thank you so much. This is, can we mention the company? Okay, a donation from the folks over at the Walker Products Incorporated, and they are right here in Glastonbury. What's that? Who is?
What do we manufacture?
Yeah, what do we manufacture? Blackboards and bulletin boards.
That's cool.
Wow, great.
That is awesome.
In fact, you qualify for a bumbleberry pie. Would you like to take one?
Yeah, we got some over there. They can
Yeah,
take one.
absolutely. You definitely qualify. Any donation over $100 will qualify you for a bumbleberry pie from the Lyman
While supplies
Orchard.
last.
While supplies last, because there will be some people who are grabbing them. Let's take a break. We've got Tom O'Hanlon. He is in for Mark Christopher in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 is still pretty busy on the westbound side. It is improving, though, as you're getting past Route 2. Still that traffic over to the Hartford side. Founders Bridge is packed pretty tight into Hartford, and also eastbound on 84 through Parkville up into Hartford. We've got a lot going on there in terms of traffic. Speaking of a lot, Southington crashes on the 84 eastbound approach. Exit 28 to 30, 30 to 31. The right and center lanes are affected there, so you're still seeing plenty of backups. 91 southbound slow from 291 down to around Main Street, and also in New Haven. 91 southbound into New Haven is busy. Southbound through New Haven, we are stop and go in 95. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
We will continue to see the clouds lower and thicken during the overnight period down to 21 degrees. Mostly cloudy, the high 36 tomorrow. Snow tomorrow night into the first part of Sunday with 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. Down to 24 degrees tomorrow night. Watch out for slippery travel, and that extends through the first part of Sunday. Sunday afternoon, mostly cloudy, the high only 27 Sunday afternoon. Partly sunny, very cold Monday, the high 25. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
This is an important public service announcement for our listeners. Reese on the Radio is also a podcast. You can find us anytime on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Catch the full episode, listen by individual hour, or jump straight to the highlights. Just open up your favorite podcast app, search Reese on the Radio, and hit the follow button so you can get every minute of the show your way and on your time. And now, a WTIC News Update.
5:30, good afternoon. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News. The search continues for suspects in a home invasion in Hartford last night. Suspect busted into a home on Putnam Heights, tied up the victim with duct tape, stole phones and a wallet. The crooks were last seen on video surveillance fleeing the area in a car that had been parked nearby. Fired University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore was in court today. He was arrested shortly after he was ousted for having an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. Police say he then went to the home of his alleged mistress, broke in and threatened to kill himself in front of her. He was to have no contact with the woman as part of the terms of his release today on $25,000 bond. Governor Lamont is ordering flags to fly at half-staff from sunrise to sunset on Sunday, and in memory of the 20 children and 6 adults who were killed 13 years ago in the mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown. House Democrats have released several photos from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, including some of President Trump, former President Bill Clinton, and the former Prince Andrew. The 19 photos released by Democratic lawmakers on the House Oversight Committee are a small part of the $95,000 they received from the Epstein estate. Could take several days to repair that water main break on Thomaston Ave in Waterbury, although it's not as debilitating as the first break, one that happened earlier this fall. The city is blaming its aged infrastructure and shifting temperatures for that break. Days of torrential rain in Washington state have caused historic floods, stranding families on rooftops and washing over bridges. National Guard troops went door to door early today to evacuate the farming city of Burlington, north of Seattle. Burlington police department spokesman says the evacuation order has since been lifted for parts of the city. Checking Wall Street, the Dow finished the week in negative territory. Dow losing 245 points, the NASDAQ down 298, and the S&P lost 73 points. I'm John Silva, WTIC 1080 News.
Join us this Sunday for Tumalo Financial, your go-to for retirement planning and taxes. Tune in to the father-son duo from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or catch replay from 5 to 6 p.m. Tumalo Financial, retirement planning with integrity on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Tune in to How to Retire with Fuchs Financial.
The main thing for the majority of the listeners out there who are approaching retirement is I don't want to be surprised.
Helping you build, preserve, and manage your wealth.
You've got Roth IRAs, you have individual accounts. And finding the right taxable strategy, that's going to be huge for you.
Tune in to How to Retire with Ben Fuchs, Sundays at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
For nearly 4 decades, Westside Oil has kept local families comfortable with heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, and oil delivery services. Our family-owned business believes in quality you can trust with finance options to make upgrades affordable. Choose energy-efficient American Standard equipment and start saving on your utility bill today. Westside Oil, proud supplier of American Standard heating and air conditioning products, built to a higher standard.
We all hear
It doesn't work.
they tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates.
Here we go.
Solutions for real people.
The Odyssey app lets you jump back to the moments you missed from WTIC News Talk 1080. Download the free Odyssey app, search WTIC News Talk 1080, and tap earlier today to get started.
Back, it's Reese on the radio. Roseanne is concerned about her hair on the radio, but because there's a video component, of course. What'd you think, Roseanne? Good day today?
Oh, what a wonderful day! What a wonderful day! Absolutely.
Right.
We
Yeah.
got the home builders. They have a sister organization down in San Antonio, so he's going to connect us with some folks down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd love to get that house, tweaked.
Get it
Gently.
tweaked?
Yeah.
So we can rent it? Because we're never going back.
No, we're not going back.
We're never going
Definitely
back, just so you know.
not. Meeting Richard Blumenthal, that was really cool. Again, when I was a liberal, I was a Second Amendment liberal. I was an oddity.
Right.
Now I'm a conservative. I'm pro-military. I don't know if that's allowed or not. But,
Sure it is.
For me, it's all about taking care of our veterans, taking care of our service members, making sure they have everything they could possibly want and need in order to ensure our safety as a nation. So that was really cool.
How'd you think the Blumenthal interview went?
You know what? I was telling Lori and the other Dean and Jean that I am so proud to be your wife. Just watching you communicate and converse with someone with whom you vehemently disagree, but you are cordial, you are kind, you extract what you need, but you are also able to build a bridge and develop a relationship, which is so essential. I think you should go into politics. That's just me personally.
Nope, no need.
Listen. Pelosi and Omar are huge examples of why we should go into. You should go into politics because I want to learn how to do the stock market too.
Oh, who do we have?
Wow. So Mark Christopher, who lives in Wethersfield,
Yes.
usually brings us pizza.
Okay.
But he's not around.
Okay.
So Pete brought in pizza from Wethersfield Pizza with love from Stephen and David. Stephen and Maria.
Stephen and Maria.
So Wethersfield Pizza brought us dinner.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
no
Thank
doubt.
you so much.
Well, thank you, folks. That's
I like pizza.
Greatly appreciated. Do we have plans this weekend or anything at all?
Well, you might have that little bit of snow.
What's that?
What's a little bit? Is it
Like 1 to 2 inches.
No.
Yeah. So we'll be able to look
It's just enough snow to make me annoyed.
It's enough to shut down Connecticut, but it's, yeah.
I don't think it's going to
It's
be
the first
that
time
bad.
it's ever snowed in here.
You know what? We're about to go to a break, but before we do, Sarah and Major Donald, what did you think of today's show?
That was amazing.
The choir, yeah.
The choir was so cool.
Yeah, I'm
Hey guys, you can pick up your checks back there, the ones that I endorsed for you to sign to say that.
No, I mean, well, I wanted to make it somewhat festive, so I hope I delivered on that.
The interview with the senator was fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I'm going to get
It was
crucified
really
for
good.
my listeners. A little bit, but I don't care. But no, I just want to.
11 and a half months, people, to be angry at politics. Take 2 weeks off. Do
Today-
some good for society.
Today, I really wanted it to be something special. I'm glad the choir thing I was a little nervous about. I was like, I wanted people to be like, what did he do? And the choir turned out to be really,
They
really
were
great. I was happy
really
about that.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great because you don't think that the kids are going to be like but the kids are enjoying it. So that maybe. Right, exactly.
You got to figure out how to get into that. It's just basically a live podcast.
Let's
kids.
get another check of weather and traffic. Tom O'Hanlon's in for Mark Christopher. He's in the BPS Traffic Center.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. 84 westbound still has pretty solid traffic from Route 2 over to the river, but it is a little bit better into Hartford. On the eastbound side of 84, it's busy from Prospect Avenue to downtown, but that's also improving. We have a collision on 84 eastbound, so you have the right and center lanes taken out between exits 28 and 31, and 50 in Wilbur Cross southbound. A collision reported approaching the river near Route 2. 91 southbound is fairly busy from 291 down to around Main Street, but it is a little bit lighter than it was. And in New Haven, delays on 91 southbound into New Haven and southbound through New Haven on 95. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
A partly to mostly cloudy sky tonight with a low temperature of 20. Mostly cloudy on your Saturday with a high of 36. The snow moves in Saturday night, ends early on Sunday with 1 to 2 inches of accumulation. The further north you go, closer to about 1 to 2 inches. South of the city, closer to 3 inches. That would be the far southern suburbs. The low temperature tomorrow night down to 24, so some slippery travel. Cloudy, cold Sunday, the high 30. Sunday night, a clear sky down to 11 above. And Monday, breezy in the morning, otherwise partly sunny, very cold, the high temperature 25. Right now, it's 32 in Wallingford, 33 in Bristol, and 34 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Chad Merrill in the WTIC Weather Center.
Looking for the best ways to prepare for retirement this year? Then be sure to tune in to Johnson Brunetti's Money Wisdom tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Tune in to WTIC News Talk 1080 for Healthy Rounds, Saturday mornings 11 till noon. Learn from the top experts about the latest medical news and call in with your questions. Healthy Rounds, sponsored by Hartford Healthcare, Saturday mornings 11 till noon on WTIC News Talk 1080 and WTIC.com.
This holiday season, when you get them steel, batteries are included. Buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for gift ideas and seasonal savings. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Wisdom teeth giving you trouble? Columbia Dental's expert oral surgeons specialize in comfortable and efficient wisdom tooth removal. Open 7 days a week. Call 860-645-0111 or visit columbiadental.com.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Great news, Nick.
Wow.
Boxes are still in stock. With Christmas just around the corner, there's still time to buy the best Christmas gift ever. Legacy Box.
That's right, Adam. Order today and Legacy Box ships immediately. It'll arrive ready to wrap and place under the tree.
Gather the family together this Christmas and collect all your old VHS and camcorder tapes, slides, pictures, and film reels. Then you can binge on the good old days.
From fading over time to risks like fire and water damage, your memories aren't protected unless they're on a digital format. Legacy Box helps you replay those great moments from the past, from Christmas morning to your wedding day.
Legacy Box is the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. All the work is done right here in the USA, and over 1 million customers have trusted Legacy Box.
This Christmas is the time to digitize. Visit legacybox.com/value for exclusive holiday savings. That's legacybox.com/value for last-minute shopping. legacybox.com/value.
What's up, everybody? You know who it is.
You know who it is.
You know who it is. It's Reese on the Radio. Frederick Douglass of the 21st century.
It's WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, folks, we are almost out of here. Brown, Penderson, and Scott Law Firm sponsored today's program here at the Homewood Suites by Hilton in Glastonbury. We will be back here. Will I be back here one more time? I think on Friday of next week is my next day back here, but we will be at the Avon Old Farms Hotel. That will be on Tuesday. We get back to the regular show on Monday. I want to say to everybody, I know that you guys usually, you're a stick to the issues crowd, and the program, if we're not talking about the news of the day, people have a tendency to go, we're doing it. The reason why is because what we're doing is a good thing. And we hope that we at least entertain you while we do charitable giving to the Salvation Army. What these folks are doing is really, really good. And I want people to know that it's not an act when I say I'm very, very impressed by the work that they do, the people that I've met, the people I've talked to, why they give, how they started giving, and how they partner with them. Also meeting all the people who have showed up here to give a donation. The young lady, Susanna, came by to drop off a donation in cash. It's always great to see the folks. And again, as I told you, it's always good to just, bring by whatever you can. It's, don't be shy. It doesn't matter what you have. You have $5, drop it off. No one's looking at you funny. They just accept whatever donations you can give, and we appreciate that. Don't forget, also text WTIC to 31333. Again, that is WTIC to 31333. You can do, if you like to, you could do a monthly or a bi-weekly or a trilateral yearly. Is it something like that? Nope. If I did that wrong?
So
no?
pretty.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, they have all types of plans that you can actually give, so please do. It is for a good cause. As Senator Blumenthal said, it is one of the charities that is going to the people they serve, and the results are there. I mean, 95%. It's still, and I can't stop talking about Marshall House. I almost feel like Salvation Army's telling me, stop talking about Marshall House. Can you talk about the other stuff? I just personally love the Marshall House. Can I volunteer, Major, at the Marshall House? Is there a way I can? Okay, because I think my wife and because I took Roseanne down a couple of days ago, and she, I knew when she walked in and she spoke to not, by the way, we getting her here, right? Natsy, right. Netsy. We're going to get Netsy here. Yes, I know I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but what else is new? We're going to get her down here. I had Roseanne meet her, and it didn't take 5 minutes in meeting her and knowing that the good work that they do, and you immediately want to get involved. I keep saying that over and over again. No matter who you meet, once you are, it's like you guys put your hooks in a person. It's weird. It's like you are immediately like, what?
I think it's really because God is there, right? God is in I'm tearing up now just thinking about it. God is in everything that they do. And when you are in alignment with what your Creator wants for you, you are automatically drawn to it. It's like water seeks its own level, right? We currently live a life that requires service of us.
Right.
And when we walked in there, and I know what I felt immediately was, I belong here. On some level, I belong here. And it was 100% because God is there. And he told me, this is where I am. This is where I want you. And don't worry, I'll get you here.
You know what I also find amazing? It's so weird. Roseanne brought this up. Before I took her there, when I found out that the Marshall House was helping people with housing issues in housing court, that they were teaching kids how to be financially literate and those things. And I was telling her all the work that they've done, how they get people in housing, and they set them up not just to get into housing, but they teach them sustain it, right? Maintaining that new lifestyle that they're living in by giving them all the tools. Roseanne looked at me and says, hell, can they help us? It's like you almost feel like every average person can learn something.
It's kind of like going to a 12-step meeting. Everybody could benefit from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody could benefit from working a 12-step program, whether you're, an addict or not. And I think anybody and everybody could benefit from the services offered at places like the Marshall House. That, the Salvation Army they're just so vast in everything that they touch, everything they do, everything that they, literally she says that, it's different. We change it for each individual person because what works for this family may not work for that. And it just, these are not things that the average, organization thinks. They say a group. This is a group. They all think, feel, act, and behave like this, and this is all we're going to do for them. Salvation Army doesn't do that. You are an individual human being. You are a spirit. You are a soul. You are a child of God, and that is how each person is approached.
What have you done to this woman? No, again, like I said, when you get around
But it
the
was a little bit
Salvation
impacted. I mean, nothing serious. Just a little
Well, when you
bit.
get around the folks from the Salvation Army, that's the kind of the inspiration
Because you
that it
feel
gives.
the spirit. You
Yeah.
feel the authenticity. You feel the sincerity. And it's like you have to be... There's a very primal part of us as human beings that wants to be in the middle of that and being a part of that. It's what makes us human.
I find it interesting because in our or my line of work, I should say, in talking about politics, pop culture, and in sometimes screaming at the at the moon, about this, that, and the third, or whatever politician is doing, this ridiculous thing. At the end of it all, I always tell people that it's always important to find a little levity in all of that, not to be so obsessive and not to be so over the top. We don't have to be angry. We don't need to be at war all the time. Stupid is stupid. Don't get me wrong. I point it out all the time. I'm never going to be shy about pointing out the stupidity or the unmitigated gall of our politics sometimes. But at the same time, there are times like this when we do shows like this, it sort of puts all of it in perspective. Not that I have to be the nicest person in the world when I do my job, but I have to have some perspective in doing it. It does, of course it does. I think it does. So being here and doing that is going to be fantastic. So are you telling me we have no plans this weekend? You couldn't think of a thing?
I'm not tracking anything right off the bat. We do need to continue furniture shopping. That is essential. We do have to go buy some, we've got that tiny little dorm room refrigerator. I've got to put some stuff in there. Maybe I can cook
this is the worst thing in the world, by the way. Living out of a hotel refrigerator is got to be the worst experience ever outside of not having a refrigerator.
It's rough for you, I get it, but you're not nearly as affected by it as I am.
I open up the refrigerator. Do you know what's in it?
Pickles, eggs, and bacon.
Nothing for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, the only thing in there is cranberry juice, and it's got ingredients.
Listen, I'm cooking on a little burner this big.
Do you know that? She's cooking on a burner. She's cooking on a hot plate.
Yeah, Joey and I have had it.
On
Where
a
have you
hot
been?
plate.
Where have you been? We've had this conversation.
She's cooking on a hot plate, and the worst part about the hot plate is that the meals are actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
You can do some wonderful things.
It
with
is
the little-
amazing, which means that she does not need a full-blown stove. She can make a great deal of meals in a hot plate. We can actually save ourselves some money. Imagine maybe just 2 hot plates.
That is great. Let's get a tent. I'm sure that there are
I got
woods.
many of them.
There we go. We can find some wood somewhere.
I didn't suggest.
I can't say anything because I've been lobbying.
Salvation Army.
I have been lobbying for a double oven at home for years.
You want a double oven?
I want a double oven.
Absolutely.
We don't. It's just the two of us. We don't need all of that.
Imagine how much happier you could be.
She can make sourdough in one and a roast in the other.
What I'm trying to express is that she wants all of these, like the house you're looking at. How many bathrooms are there, Roseanne? How many bathrooms in the house? Your dream house here in Connecticut?
5.
How many? How many?
5.
5 bathrooms. Huh?
You never know when you
Why?
got to go.
So you can
Never know when nature's going to call.
How many square feet do you want in our home for the two of us? Come on, tell the truth.
Come
Tell
on.
everybody.
35 to 3,700 square feet.
3,500 square feet for 2 people.
I want to not hear you when I don't want to hear you.
See? Exactly.
I want you to be able to do your show from a quiet section somewhere, and I don't even know your home.
You want to be able to
You need
call...
a he shed.
A he shed. She wants to be able to call me inside the house. That's what she wanted. Where are you? Bedroom number 3.
Third door on the left.
I want, okay, so really what I would love to have is a house built in the late 1800s.
She wants an old house.
I want an old house with
Remember,
character.
we used to have this guy, Tom Shattuck. He did that. His roof leaked incessantly.
See? No one wants an old house.
Yeah, but we've got, where's his
And you know,
card?
we have a problem with ghosts. Because for some odd reason, they follow you.
Where's his card?
Who? It's in my pocket.
We've got his card, so
Yeah.
he can hook us up. Listen, we are meeting all the right people today to ensure that our dream house.
Self-corrected right there, real quick.
All I want to do is live in a house that I don't have to repair. Roland just moved into a house where he had to spend $10,000, I think, to
Yeah.
get something fixed.
Well, that's why we have cards. You don't have to repair. The worst you have to do is pick up the phone and call a guy.
Yes, I believe in throwing money at a
Right,
problem.
and
But
where's-
my deal is that I don't want to throw money at a problem because we are dealing with a house that was, here since, Prohibition.
You should
Since
have
Lyman
stayed.
Orchards was started.
Yes, exactly.
You should have stayed in your cave.
George
your old
Washington
basement
delivered the
apartment.
newspaper to it.
Can you believe that? Lyman, since George Washington was 9. That's the type of house you want. The one that's been around that.
Absolutely. I want like a giant hearth. I want like a cast iron wood stove.
You lost me at hearth.
I want lead windows.
You lost me at heart.
Absolutely.
What's the new thing that you're fascinated about on houses?
Corbels.
Yes.
I have none at my house.
Yeah, I call them horribles because I don't know what a corbel
Okay.
is. So she kept saying it in the car. She goes, "Oh, that house has beautiful corbels." I said, "What horribles? What are you talking about?
So
What's
nice crown molding.
Yes. Her big thing is she likes craftsman houses, which I didn't know what those
That's
were.
what my house is.
Oh, really? I didn't
All
know.
the original wood trim, hardwood
Shut
floors,
up. Inside too.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
oak
See, I didn't-
banisters, curio cabinets.
I didn't know what any of that
Oh,
was.
That. That's.
They're ugly.
Craftsman style
Oh
house.
my gosh. Ew.
I don't know. I don't know anything about houses. I'm looking for like my
You
idea.
want the basement again?
No, oh,
You
that's
want a
so.
heat shed. Like I said, you
No,
want a heat shed.
I want.
I will listen. I will buy you a shed from Home Depot and put in the backyard. That is all yours. You can live in there.
What I would like if I had a dream house, it would be sort of like the house from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with the pillars. I like that house.
Okay.
What? What's wrong with that house? That house is fine.
It's tacky.
It looks. No, it is not.
It is very tacky.
No, it's not.
It's very tacky. It's very plantation when like they had money, like new money back in the
Yes.
day, and they built these elaborate mansions. It's absolutely tacky.
I would like a mini, or what do you call it, a McMansion?
McMansion.
Is it a, now, if I understand it correctly, a McMansion is when you have 4 bedrooms. A mansion's when you have 5?
I don't know. I have 3, so.
Okay. So, you don't know?
I have the value meal.
I don't.
The volume.
It's a Happy Meal.
It's a-
Reese
yeah.
lived in a Happy Meal.
I don't even think I lived in
No,
that.
that was the toy that came in the Happy Meal.
Yeah, it's a $1 menu.
I don't want anything. I don't need all of that square footage.
It's
The
not
house
about
that we
you. Mm-hmm.
have is 1,400 square feet, and even that's too big because we only use 2 rooms in the whole house.
I did not like that house. I did not like that house.
Well, now this is. Do we need to? Someone needs to lay down on the couch here.
Yeah.
We need to have like a session.
Yeah, we do need a session.
Listen, I told you from the jump that house was an investment house. It was not meant for forever. It has served its purpose. We're now renting it out. We have a tenant in there.
My wife said the same thing. We're supposed to be there 5 years, going on 20.
No,
Wow.
I knew we wouldn't be there any more than 2. I knew we wouldn't, and I told you that from the jump.
Yeah, she did. And now we're renting it out. I don't know. And if we find a house out here, I'd be stunned.
I got you covered.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it's time for us to get up out of here, folks. We'll be back on Monday, regular programming, and then Tuesday back at Avon Old Farms Hotel. You can meet us there. Please do come by. Do we have another donation coming by? Let's make it the last donation of the night. You are?
John Preisner.
John, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
It's a pleasure. Aw. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joey's old news.
I'm like an old doormat. At me. All good.
No.
All
Good.
But I wanted to.
Thank you. Well, we appreciate the donation. Are we allowed to say? Absolutely. $100 a donation coming in, and thank you again. I really, really do appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. Let me get up out of here. I got to do my send-off. As I always say, radio is free, so we thank you for paying attention. Remember to keep JC in your hearts and in your minds. Sean Patrick, we love you and we miss you. Remember that panic is not planning, so plan your work and work your plan. Me, I'm Reese on the Radio. You have a good night, pleasant tomorrow. We will see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend. Tom O'Hanlon, he's getting you home. He's at the BPS Traffic Center. Good night.
I'm Tom O'Hanlon from the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center, 84 West.